We have Aaron today. Everyone seems extremely excited for this episode.
What's up, guys? What am I doing here, right? Huh? Can I read this from the chat? I thought that Aaron was just some Diddy Kong main that jumps and screams on his bed, but now I've realized he's cool. Thank you.
That's the sweetest thing ever said by a human being.
Why do you be showing up to tournaments and he'd be like, who I gotta play? All right. And he don't know anything about the game. Like, it blows my mind. Like, I was like, dude, you could have up smashed out of shield that. And he was like, you can do that? I was like, wait, what? You've been playing for like 5 years. Like,
this isn't real. This is a funny story. There's this rack of Pokemon cards, and Gavin's like, okay, I want all the Pokemon cards on the rack. I was like, holy shit. And then he starts grabbing the one pack at a time and putting in the cart. I was like,
no way, bro.
Like, dude, if you're gonna buy all of them, I just grabbed
the box.
I was like, you're buying all of it. You should get this cardboard box too. So we're checking out, right? And this lady's just like mind blown, right? She's like,
you didn't go to self-checkout?
No.
No way. No cap you interacted with a human. No way. No way, bro. No shot. Literally.
People keep asking about Nairo Sephiroth. I actually didn't watch enough of it, but from what I watched, it was very what I expected. It was what I expected, just, you know.
Diddy going deep
off stage.
Edge guard.
Yeah, bro.
Fair looks so broken. I was just like, Nairo, just be edge guarding with Fair, dude. Like, you can't fight that move off stage. It's so broken.
We have Aaron today. Everyone seems extremely excited for this episode.
What's up, guys? What am I doing here, right? Huh? How did I find myself in this situation? Everybody type Pog. I mean, I don't know what to do. What's going on?
Dude,
I love region discussion.
Welcome, Dyer.
Whoa! We are not allowed to say that ever.
Whoa.
Bro, some people come into my stream and they're like, I swear to God, I fucking recognize you. Like, you play Diddy in Smash 4, right? I'm like, bro, I'm an Ultimate player. I don't know what you're talking about.
I literally been to a tournament. Like,
Ultimate was my first Smash game. What?
Right? It literally disturbs me when people like you can call me off the bat. It's like, Dyer. Okay, it's a joke. It'll be like people like for years now. Yo, Dyer, what's good, bro? I'm done with
that.
This
reminds me of the people that I'm convinced come out of a time machine and like show up to my streams and like, yo, didn't you play Bowser Jr.? Like, what happened? Like,
did you drop Junior? It's just like, where have you been?
5 years late. Like, I just swear they were in a time machine for 5 years and they like were interested in Smash. They come out of the time machine and they're just like, yo, Dyer, yo, Tweek, where's the Bowser Jr.? It's like, holy shit.
Honestly, I think it's like I don't know. Never mind. I think it's like a conversation opener. Like, they know that you dropped Junior. People will get creative in the ways that they try to.
Like, they're definitely trying to troll you, right?
Yeah, it might be like a passive-aggressive, like, troll type of thing. Because they know it, like, might get under your skin a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think it has any ill will.
I actually might be overthinking this, you know?
Maybe I'm overthinking it even more. It's shit.
You're like, wait, where'd you get your time machine? Oh my God! Like, you're trying to like track this person down, but they're just trolling you. Like, oh, you know what would be a fun topic? I woke up and I checked Twitter out. You know, reading the newspaper. You know, checking out Smash News or whatever.
Horrible way to start your day.
Yeah, horrible way. Jeez.
But it was funny because I didn't know this one tweet blew up where it was like, honestly, Smash 4 doesn't sound so bad anymore, and it shows like Game & Watch, Ike, Warrior. It's like showing some top tiers or like it's showing like all the characters that were bad in Smash 4, but they're like broken in this game. And I feel like a lot of people that tweet this stuff, they didn't actually compete in Smash 4. If you actually competed in Smash 4, you don't know. If you think Ultimate's pain, you do not know.
Dude, did
true
you see
pain.
the tweet where I was like, what if I was shielding and I did, or what if you were shielding and I did run up shield and we're both playing neutral?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that fucking meme.
I still do that.
Shield on Smash. Yeah, like,
yeah.
It's the same
that
thing.
was like neutral in Smash 4. It's like, yo, run up shield.
Run up shield, everything just, which I mean, it was still fun, but dude, like Bayonetta was a physical hurdle. Like literally,
she wasn't that bad. Like, let's be honest.
No, she was perfectly fine.
Look, Smash 4 having a more skill-based play set made that game way better, regardless of Bayonetta. All right, if you're a better player in Ultimate, you're not always gonna win. If you're a better player in Smash 4, you'll probably win. That's how I feel. Okay, it's slower, it's more methodical. Ultimate, a lot of flowcharts, a lot of press and parry. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
I hate shield flickering, dude. I hate
the
it.
rage was crazy in Smash 4.
Rage was insane in
Rage was
Smash 4.
insane,
Yeah.
So there were a lot of
Well,
wins.
that's why he said probably win, though.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's more jank in Ultimate than there is in Smash 4, even with the rage.
Well, it depends on what you.
What do you classify as jank?
Yeah, it depends on what you think is jankier between. So Ultimate, the jank is neutral, and then in Smash 4, the jank is advantage state.
Yeah, that's the perfect
So-
way to put it.
So
yeah.
So which one do you think is worse?
Yeah.
That's always the question. And
I think people winning off of flowcharts in Ultimate all the time pisses me off. I watch people. Look, I'm gonna say a name here. We're already getting spicy, guys. Whoa, everybody, chill out.
We're getting spicy.
Chill out. I watch Leon. I watch Leon play. No, hey, whoa. Put it away. I watch Leon play the exact same way against everyone, and it's not a bad thing. He's insane at it, but he plays the same. Go to a Leon set, same ledge trapping every time. Go to a Smash 4 set. There's gonna be a lot of variety in the options and stuff, right? And that's just one
here's the
example.
thing
Goblin
about
too.
A lot of the flowcharts you're talking about, I think what they're doing is they go into the set, they have a general idea, and it's like an execution test, right? And a lot of people fail the execution test, and they lose.
Yeah.
If you push them, and say I'm aware of this, and this, they'll probably slightly change things as they go. And honestly, if you're competing in a tournament, having that flowchart where it's I go into it with this flowchart and I adjust it depending on how my opponent reacts. You save a lot of energy throughout a bracket if you don't even have to if you view it that way.
Avert from it. Yeah.
It's true. I just don't find that style of competition as mentally engaging as I did in Smash 4. Smash 4 was definitely more slower and, like I said, more methodical, and I had to think. But in Ultimate, it's I know you're gonna land with an aerial. I know you're gonna do this single hit on my shield here. So it's I don't know. I missed playing around my opponent in creative ways, I'd say.
Yeah, and even one thing I personally miss, and I mean, just I guess call me old school, but I liked it when you had to kind of work for your movement tech. You know what I mean? Movement. Yeah, bro. Movement was achieved through grinding in Smash 4. There's so many times in Smash 4 when I competed, when I sat down and the match starts, and within the first 10 seconds, I could tell if I completely outclassed the player. Just from movement, just from the sheer movement. I cannot do that in Ultimate because movement is so easy in Ultimate.
Universal.
So
it's universal.
It's very universal, right? I guess it's easy / universal. So it's I can't tell that.
I didn't expect this to be a topic right now.
I'm here for it. I'm so here for it.
I think it's just interesting just because it's kind of a lot of people, even Hungrybox tweeted stuff about it. It's just kind of blowing up on Twitter today or / yesterday. So I thought it was a pretty good talking point. And then we're all very experienced in Smash 4. So I think it's definitely it's interesting because I feel like a lot of people who didn't play Smash 4 as much, and a lot of people, their first game is Ultimate, right? So they don't even know what Smash 4 was like. So
yeah, I was thinking today maybe we'd pick Aaron's brain about his stream and his content grind, because it's definitely one of the most interesting things going on in Smash lately. And I guess obviously it's clear that we both play Diddy or something. We could get into that at some point.
Yeah,
I think we could also, I'm sure a lot of us might have specific questions for him. Maybe the chat has specific questions for Aaron, but it's probably just going to be mostly revolved around that. I think that would go well. Yeah, what do you have going on lately, Aaron?
Yeah, so I took a little bit of a Smash break. I was kind of blowing up in the directory, took a bit of a break, and I've been playing waifu games. Xenoblade 1 and 2.
Okay.
And I've been really enjoying that. It's like an escapism. It's good, very good. Amazing games. Everyone should play Xenoblade 1.
So that's why you're here, to shill Xenoblade to everyone.
Yeah, surely that's why I'm here. I mean, that's the shrine. Come on, that's not for nothing. That's all Xenoblade stuff. But look, amazing game. And it's so I was blown up in Smash, and I'm just sick of Ultimate Wi-Fi, and I see a lot of people bitching and complaining on Twitter oh, I hate this, I hate that. Never do anything about it. You don't like it, stop playing it. Take a break, right? Yeah. But it does help you improve. so you should play it.
It just, you know, you have to understand like when your mental has truly taken a toll and when you need to take a break, like you said. Because it's good to put yourself in that, like, as terrible as Wi-Fi is, like, you have to work really hard to make it work because of how terrible it is. So like you said, like it's good for improvement, but you really got to know your limits too.
I think you also just have to approach it in a very specific way. A lot of people go into tournaments, online tournaments, and they're like, I'm going to place well. Well, first of all, you have to realize that it doesn't matter, and a lot of it is not in your control.
Yeah.
So you need to go into Wi-Fi tournaments with the mindset, I'm here to improve, I'm here to learn, I'm here to learn matchups, focus on that, focus on bettering my mentality, and most of all, putting yourself in a competitive sort of environment to practice for when offline comes back.
Because it's
helps
been so
with nerves,
long,
anxiety and all that. So that's why you enter tournaments, not to place well. That being said, there's still dog water, and I had to stop. So as a content creator lately, I've just been branching out into variety, and it's more of a sort of a long-term thing for me. I think that at the moment, right, I'm getting far less viewership, still good viewership, but far less than if I was to keep playing Smash. And so I don't get that, I'm not getting that explosive continuation of subs, viewers, and all that. But what I am getting is a bunch of unique people from all sorts of games. So when I come back to Smash, I don't feel sort of anchored, right? You know, you look at someone like Hungrybox, and amazing streamer, literally an inspiration to me. But you see Hungrybox and he's streaming only Smash every day, all day. If he ever wants to go into a different field at this point, it would be so unnatural for him. So me, as a budding content creator, I'm trying to sort of, like, set the precedent that I can do whatever I want.
I feel like it's cool. It's like two sides of the same idea. Like for you, it's like, okay, Smash is like the foundation, and let me branch out and create like my own identity and community from that. And with Hungrybox, like you said, as an example, it's like Smash is the foundation, and instead of like taking your approach, it's like I'm going all out on this. So it's like a similar idea, but with different execution. And I think
it's good too. Like I think you can do it, but I don't think that the potential is there for long term. Yeah. Right. You can't really branch out.
Too. Like, you know, either make the most of it while you can, or like you know, the long term, like you said.
Yeah, for sure. So
even up to. Even someone like Void, he established himself as variety before Ultimate, right? And like, it's not weird. Like, he still gets number hits, but there's even some days where he gets as much viewership as he did in Smash in another game, and that's because he kind of, like, you take that hit early on, right? And you're just like, okay, like, I'll take the hit early on. And it's just, I think it's really hard for streaming Smash nowadays because a lot of people just want to watch tournaments, right? It's hard to do stuff other than tournaments. Like, it's still possible, but that's what a lot of people want. And Wi-Fi tournaments, it's just that environment's so stressful, right? Because even the way your outlook on it was so good, because it's like you really want to go in with the perspective of just improving. At a regular offline tournament, that's not the case. Like, you do whatever it takes to win, because that's like how it is, right?
It's more in your control, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, sure. It's more of your control. But like, you know, it's so weird to be in a competitive environment, but like you're in that improvement mindset. It's like a very weird mix, and you still want to do that in offline, but it's more so about winning. Like, you're gonna play it, you're just trying to win. But in Wi-Fi, it's such a mixed gray area, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's a clash of trying to make a competitive environment out of something that is way less competitive than it could be. It's definitely difficult.
There's not really anything on the line when you're playing a Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
it's
like,
that $100 though.
Like, like even if the prize, like even for Smash World Tour, like there's a lot on the line because you do eventually get to go offline. There's a lot of money, but at the same time, like for the qualifiers, so many people don't take Wi-Fi seriously that like if you make it through, people just be like, okay, well you beat this person on Wi-Fi, it doesn't matter. Like there's so many factors going into like you going offline that people are just like.
I feel like a word that comes to mind is like artificial. It's kind of like.
Kinda, yeah.
Since there's so many Wi-Fi tournaments and there's like so much that's not actually on the line, like it feels a bit artificial in a way. Like a lot of tournaments are made out to be more than they actually are in the grand scheme.
They feel like weeklies, like
they're weeklies. Yeah, we talked about this. Right?
Yeah.
Charles, I would actually love to touch on something you said. You said like people like feel like they need to do the Wi-Fi tournaments, and I think especially for like content creators in the Smash scene, you look at this like you go to the directory. Like even right now, when I go to the directory, Wadi streaming a tournament, Hungrybox streaming a tournament,
Dude, I didn't even know
ESAM.
there's so many. How do you find all
ESAM,
these?
Collision, Sharp, right? So and I feel like sort of an evolution for Smash that I personally want to take a foray into, and I hope that people follow, is like not feeling pressured to do these bullshit shitty Wi-Fi tournaments. Like Tweek, for example, taking the initiative to do something else. Like, this is Smash content, but it's not the same bullshit, right? Like, people are getting tired of it, and it's not good for the competitors. It's bad. So I'm always looking for new funny content, right? Like last night I had like a Dr. Phil therapy session between Sharp and fucking Jake, right? I had and that was awesome. That was really unique content, right? So
yeah,
I don't know. I would love to see more of this, more of like not, Soup Bean Shrek fucking 53 $20 Amazon gift. Like, come on, like, we're all it's getting a little tired at this point.
And people camping with Sonic, like timing people out, like, and like going the distance for this $20 Amazon card.
Literally.
Like it's gonna change their fucking life. Like, it's just like, how much effort? Like, we're just playing for a $20 Amazon gift card. Can we run at each other and just hit Nair and see what happens? Like, please.
Yeah, bro. Like, I would just love to see some more variety in this.
For me, like,
even like branch into like more casual content. Like,
bro.
Not everybody is watching. Somebody is watching for them to be like a super good competitive player in the future. Some people just want to watch people have fun, laughing, playing Smash. Like, that's like their hobby that they enjoy, and they want to share that fun experience with a streamer that they see playing. So like even people who don't like items or like playing with like Final Smash meter on or something like that. Like, when people do like bets at all type things, like when they're doing spectators, a lot of streams are engaged because they're like, oh, I want to bet too, and like it builds like a relationship between you and your viewers. So it doesn't always have to be competitive content, I feel like, but I understand why people do it, because they've seen the blueprint for success of people at tournaments, and then they're like, okay, well, if I enter them and I do well, then I will also be successful, because they're scared to branch out and try something.
Yes, I
it's
love
so accessible
everything you just
too.
said.
Like, when it comes to streaming a Wi-Fi tournament, you go live and you enter the tournament. That's it.
So easy.
You don't need to come up with an idea. Like, but one of the great things is like what you're saying with like the casual aspect of Smash is, look at Smash. It has a lot to offer. Like, we're doing Smash related content, and the game isn't even on the screen right now.
Literally.
So
right.
For me, I think the reason I started taking this avenue is like, so my priority will always be like competing, like, and like playing the game, like, like, just I'm trying to compete
at your highest level, like practice and all that
improve,
other stuff.
like, be the best player I can be, like, win tournaments. Like, that's like what I do, and that will always be the priority, and it's like never changed. So like when quarantine first started and this like Wi-Fi tournament like phase started happening and whatnot, like, I tried it, of course, and like it was going fine, but I felt like really burnt out because I was like entering one like multiple times a week or something, and I kind of just had to realize, like, like, I can just dedicate myself to practicing. Like, I don't have to do this. And like,
I think that's a really cool niche that you fit. Like, I think I talked about this with you off stream once. Is like, when they tune into a Tweek stream, they're expecting to see that high level, like, try hard sweat for 2.5 hours, like, content, which is necessary. Like, you need people like you in the community. But, and one thing I'm fucking loving about your stream is stuff like this, right? So like,
exactly, because I can't bring this vibe if I'm focusing on practicing, which is my #1 priority. So I have to, dedicate a different day of the week or like a different stream to doing stuff like this. Because I've talked more in these 22 minutes than I probably did yesterday when I practiced.
Yeah, literally.
So I need to do something, different rather than like, I just gotta practice, man. That's what I do.
I love that you feel that way.
Well, like, it makes the content genuine too, right? Because you're not trying to be try hard at the same time trying to like talk and like form out this other stream personality or something. It's just like, at the end of the day, when I'm practicing, and then when I'm not practicing, I'm talking with my friends about Smash. And this is like, here's my outlook, here's our outlook on specific topics, and it's like, it's very clean cut. It feels very organized, and it's genuine. So I think that's a huge plus. I feel like just the tournament general like tournament meta started being a thing because it was I think right at the beginning of COVID, it was an interesting POV, right? Because at all these big offline tournaments, you see players pop off like the webcam or whatever, right? Or like the photographers, they get certain pop-offs and stuff, and a lot of people, like, that's the kind of energy that they can relate to, right? Like winning something really hard or working really hard for something, finally accomplishing it, or being very sad or pissed that, you know, something didn't go your way. These are all just like very relatable feelings, and you never really got that direct connection to the player, right? But all these, you know, Wi-Fi tournaments happening, all these top players that would usually compete in offline tournaments, not competing in online tournaments while streaming, you get to see like, oh, dang, he just got robbed at 0. What's he gonna do? Like, is he gonna rage? Is he gonna?
Is he like me? I throw my controller. Is he gonna throw his? Like,
right. So you get that perspective kind of gets fulfilled, but I feel, and I think that's one of the big reasons why it started popping off. But I do agree with Aaron, where I feel like a lot of streamers and content creators need to find different avenues for Smash. And kind of go back to like the older meta. Even, you know, Nairo came back with his first stream, and all he did was play Elite Smash. You know what I mean? And that was really good, and it was on YouTube. The viewership was great. So even just seeing content like that was really refreshing. And it wasn't a Wi-Fi tournament, but it was more so just like hanging out, playing Smash, and having a good time, right? So
I think Aaron makes a good point with like, you need people to like set an example, and like, you know, someone has to start the path first.
Yeah, so, for real.
And for me, like, it wasn't even me just like trying to like separate, like, because my idea like isn't even like to like separate myself from other content creators. I'm just doing it because it felt like the healthiest thing for me to do, because I just don't have the energy to compete in like a million tournaments a week. And, like, but I still want to prioritize practice, you know, and like, and I'm also just generally like taking ideas from like friends and family or like the chat, and like it's like a lot more natural in that way. I'm not even trying to like make very specific, unique content. I'm just doing like what works for me. And
that is so amazing. That's fantastic. I feel like a lot of the best ideas and streaming and content creation are kind of just like happy accidents, or like you said, like you're taking this is a better outlet for you than sweating for, you know, in a tournament, which would make you feel like shit. Which is amazing, because I've known you for a long time now in the Smash scene, and like I've seen you like, you know, throughout the years, like get really, you know, fucked up after losing tournaments and stuff. We all are, right? But and it's cool that you're not forcing yourself to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I love seeing that. It's amazing.
Yeah, like I guess just like, you know, working with your schedule, and I think maybe some of these people have the fucking energy to do these tournaments, but like I don't know how long it's gonna last too. Like, you know, like hopefully they like, you know, approach things.
That's another thing. You know, like, how long is it gonna last?
Really great though. Like, you know whose stream is fucking amazing, and I didn't expect it to be as amazing as it is? Wadi.
Let's
go. Shit.
Yeah, Wadi.
It's just undisputable. He's just amazing.
The goat.
Is so funny.
Like, I didn't expect it to be like so like entertaining and like comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't expect that. It seems like, you know what I like. It seems like he really has that pure mindset when it comes to competing. I haven't watched enough to know for sure, but it seems like he has that mindset where these Wi-Fi tournaments aren't end-all be-all for him, and he's just working with what he got.
Yes, completely agree.
It's way easier to say that than to actually try to do that, because, you know, like, human beings...
Executing that is so hard.
Human beings have their egos, like winning and losing, blah, 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 but Wadi executes that, like, really well, it feels like. So on paper, we could all do these Wi-Fi tournaments all day, and like everyone is perfect, and we all like react healthily. But like honestly, I don't think it's reasonable, and Wadi's doing a great job though.
Like, and I look at Wadi, and I'd say he's on a relatively like newer come up, like in like the past like 2 months, like he's fucking exploded.
Yeah.
And you look at him, and he does do Wi-Fi tourneys every day. And if I had one critique for Wadi, it's that his stream and his personality is so fucking amazing that I hope to God that he doesn't become like another Wi-Fi tournament every day.
Yeah.
Like, if Wadi steps outside the box, he's gonna be big, bro. Like, he's gonna transcend this community.
Yeah.
Like, and that is like.
I think you and Wadi are two perfect examples of that right now. And
Thank you.
And you're already on
I feel the same way.
And you're already on your way to doing that in the first place, so I don't even have to tell you what to do.
I appreciate that.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's
not
really
getting pigeonholed
inspiring.
in Smash, right? That's the main thing.
That's
or
the
even
main
like
thing.
pigeonholed in a certain category of Smash, like Wi-Fi tournaments in Smash. Like
Exactly.
this is the only thing I can do. It's like actually you can do so many other things with Smash. You can be so much like Smash content. You can be so creative with it because there's so much sides to it too, right? Even like educational content, like stuff that I've been getting into and all that stuff like that. Like that's really cool. And there's so many different angles, like comedy. There's so much different stuff you can do with Smash, and even branching outside of Smash. It's like it's so hype. And I feel like Pink could really go into detail about this. But even I've housed Wadi a couple times. You know, hung out with him at tournaments and stuff. He's a very chill person, so it seems very natural for him to have that mentality on Wi-Fi, right? Where it's not like he's not super uptight or he's not getting like all stressed out at these offline tournaments. Like he's probably one of the most chill people I knew in terms of like mentality wise for competition. So it kind of like makes sense. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, Pink can probably go more in depth about that because he's competed and known him for so long, right?
Wadi be showing up to tournaments and he'd be like, who I gotta play? All right, cool. And that's like his whole thing. Like he doesn't care who he has to play. He's just like, all right, I'm about to play. And he don't know anything about the game. Like it blows my mind. Like I remember in Smash 4, we were like, it might have been like 2019. I was like, dude, you could have up smashed out of shield that. And he was like, you can do that? I was like, wait, what? You've been playing for like 5 years. Like
this isn't real.
You didn't know you could just press up and A and it cancels your shield drop frames? He's like, no, I don't even know how to ledge trump. I was like, bro, what?
That's so amazing.
The dude is just match. He just
shows like the beauty of Smash. Like you don't even there's so many unique perspectives that end up being like such like competitive successes like Wadi, and like he doesn't even know some of the basics. It's pretty interesting.
That's why I always love talking to like lower level players.
Yeah, like
they'll teach you stuff, bro.
Yeah, everyone has like a unique perspective on what works for them.
I think that's like one of the things that makes Smash really hype too, right? It's just you can kind of dissect the game and approach the game in so many different angles and be successful because the game has like that much depth to it. So I think that's always like one of the plus things about Smash.
Oh yeah, people are mentioning like Mars's stream. Like that's another one where he isn't.
I was gonna say
Mars, he isn't doing Wi-Fi tournaments or anything. He's just
Pink was talking about more casual stuff.
Yeah,
Mars.
That's the perfect example. He's just doing whatever he feels like doing that day. It doesn't even feel like scheduled or planned. It just feels like pretty like natural.
Monkey Mondays, dude.
Just random stuff like that.
Because he has such a great personality, and he's like he can be a little quiet at times like at events and stuff. Once you like get to know him and talk to him, he is hilarious.
Yeah,
and I'm glad to see his like stream budding and like you can see his personality starting to come out.
Yeah,
great guy.
Honestly, at first glance, like when I was like, I didn't stream much before quarantine. I was kind of forced in a way, and like I had to figure out like what was best for me. Like at first glance, I thought like I don't know what to do other than Wi-Fi tournaments. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that like I took the time to like figure it out, because I feel like if anyone would look at like this guy is like just clearly here to compete and that's about it. So like what else is he gonna do? But it's glad that I'm getting my own rhythm going,
And it's what you want to do. That's the biggest thing. I love that.
Yeah, as a content creator, you should never force yourself into like certain specific things like that. Because then the content won't feel genuine. It won't feel, you know what I mean? Like you just start going outside in that realm, and your audience is going to see it. You know what I mean? It's not going to be something you can hide very well. So
exactly like you were saying, Charles. Like it's bad enough to limit yourself to a game. It's even worse to limit yourself to a subsection in the game.
Yeah.
Like you're just like you're axing yourself, man. It's messed up. Like we were talking before the stream, like you want to keep your your options open for other games and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like like Vicky Kitty, I was mentioning her, someone that's able to do multiple games now at a high level of commentary. Like
some people might not even know her for Smash at this point, because that's how much. That's how you're doing a great
That's the
job.
goal.
Yeah, like it's like you said, like how you're having like a different parts of your community from different parts of the games you stream there, and like once you start doing like things like that and it starts like all combining into like one community, like that's amazing. You basically set yourself up to be like limitless. You can do whatever you want with your content.
Somebody mentioned Chippy in the chat, and that's another person who's been doing very well recently. And it's interesting to me because I've been watching Chippy stream for a long time because I like Osu, like circles, and he used to be a top 500 player.
Really?
Yeah. He's
Top
really
500.
fucking good at Osu. Yeah, he's
Dude,
really good.
Wow.
And I
That
would
game is
go
fucking
into a
hard.
stream. Like now, I go into a stream, and like the other day he was streaming Osu, and people are like, "You play this game? Wow, you're really good." And I'm like,
Yeah.
you
Perfect
don't even know
example.
him for that anymore. Like
I didn't.
you know him as the Smash player. You too. Like you had no idea that he was top 500.
Exactly.
Like, you can shit that.
Wow.
I was actually gonna ask Aaron though, like, do you have like a set plan for like when you're gonna play Smash again? Because I know like off stream I asked you about the World Tour. Actually, I don't know if it was off stream or not, but
I think it was.
I was gonna ask you like, do you just plan to like just start playing Smash when that comes up, or do you have like any ideas for the next month or two?
So yeah, that's my thing. I'm gonna come back around the time that sort of pops off. I've been
Okay.
easing myself into more practice with it, but I mean, I've not to get too sad or whatever, but I feel like I'm kind of past my prime here as a competitor. I mean, I was top level in Smash 4. Haven't really given it my all in Ultimate. I think I could do it, but I'm more interested in venturing out into like being a streamer. Like I think that my personality, through all these years has been more suited towards like entertaining than competition. I get really fucking upset at myself when I lose, and I've always been that way. So, yeah, I want to give it my all for the World Tour, and I want to give it an all for like 6 months to a year when offline comes back. Because I know I can be top like 30, 20 in the world. I know I can. I've always had that potential. So, I don't know. I'm going to start competing and streaming Smash more for Smash World Tour. But I don't know.
But also at the same time, like working on your
Yeah.
content and kind of like, because I feel like a lot of people, they don't realize just in terms of like as a player, you want to compete for as long as possible, and even when you do find success, you want to more so ride the momentum off the success to set up things for the future, right? Like set up your stream,
sure.
set up your YouTube. Almost kind of, you're not like, it's not your retirement plan, but it kind of is, right? Or at least it's like a near future retirement plan where it's like, okay, well, say next year, obviously you don't plan for this, but say next year you just get shitted on, like you just get
Yeah,
fucked, right? Like,
literally.
you don't know. There's so much people that are insane at Smash, you actually just don't know, right? Like you're gonna try your hardest, but you never know. Maybe your character gets nerfed. Maybe a new DLC comes out and ruins your specific characters or characters you like to play, or God knows what's gonna happen, right? So
Yeah, for real.
kind of just setting up, because it's like Twitch and YouTube, once you get that set up and going, that's like safer, right? Because you're like competing with other people on the platform in a sense for views and stuff like that, but it's not like competition in a tournament where it's like, okay, well, literally only one human being wins this tournament and is first place. That's like literally it, right? There you can have multiple winners on a platform like YouTube, but like in a tournament there's literally only one winner. So
literally, bro, yeah. Great point. Yeah,
There's a
I noticed that
fucking
we're all sort
lawnmower
of
outside. Damn it.
Who's mowing? Is it your yard?
No, it's my neighbor.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Get him on the podcast, man. Bring him in.
we got a star guest.
I'm always wondering about stuff like that. Like, if any of my neighbors have seen me, like, what do they think I do for a living? They just like
Well,
see. Like,
There's only a few options with a camera and a good setup.
All I do is play games all day.
yeah, like if my neighbors like hear me like at 5 a.m. like playing Smash, like, who do they think I am? Dude, that is so fucking loud. Give me 1
I
second.
think I am. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought Gavin was gonna like open the window and be like, "Shut the."
Yeah, that didn't help at all.
Gavin,
So you're an open window guy. It was already open.
I think B did that actually.
Okay.
I mean, the weather's
Fair.
coming around, right? Weather's coming around.
Oh yeah, no,
Springtime.
it's really nice.
Oh yeah, how's the weather everywhere? Because we're all different parts of the country.
True.
Same
Dog
stuff here in
water.
SoCal.
Is it really hot?
It's disturbing, man. It's hot. It's humid. Why do I live here? Fuck.
Oh, please explain that to B. B wants to like move to Florida or something because it's like cheaper.
She's
and
trolling.
Please
She's
help-
trolling, right?
Help me.
Bro,
me.
it's literally like it's intentionally trolling. Like, don't go to Florida. Why do you like New Jersey's
help
pretty?
Me.
It's pretty. I mean, you live in a good place, right?
It's alright.
That's alright.
It's
All right. Cali, huh? Why don't we all just go to Cali?
It's very expensive.
That's a good reason, but we
And
can do it.
it really sucks during COVID
Yeah,
when it's like,
we
man,
work
I'm paying so
together,
much
we
money to
can
be in
do it.
Cali, and I just sit in my house. Fuck.
Ah, man. Yeah, that probably does suck. Just don't. I mean, bro. I mean, if you're gonna go to Florida, just go to like Tampa, Orlando. If you go anywhere,
I'm not
else, you're
doing
literally
it.
trolling.
I'm not letting her do it.
I mean, yeah, it's literally.
I need your help.
Hot and humid is not a good combo.
What's your dream location? Where do you want to live when you grow up?
I have like a strange like. One of my biggest reasons for telling B I don't want to live in Florida, I was like, what if there's like a hurricane and all of my Pokemon cards get destroyed? That was the
Valid point.
That was the first thing I said.
There's no way, right? I mean, it could happen, man. It could happen.
You know, you can actually you can insure
Yeah.
like you can insure your Pokemon cards. Like you can get insurance for your Pokemon cards. That's a thing. That is a thing.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I have to look into that. But yeah, I'd rather. I'm okay. Honestly, I think there's a timeline where I probably live in California right now.
It's the best, right? I mean,
It's just that's an easy answer.
What part of California?
Oh, I haven't thought that far, but.
same shit.
I mean,
I just wanted to start something. I just wanted to start something.
I would want to live in NorCal if I lived in California.
NorCal is a little bit more pricier, but there's opportunities in NorCal and SoCal. It just depends on what type of opportunities you want, right? I heard a lot of people in esports are going to Texas too.
I was gonna
Yeah.
mention that. It's
Texas
like
is
very
nice.
similar to Florida in terms of the idea. Like Florida, Texas. I think B was talking about the Carolinas. Like cheaper, like good for like what we do, like content creation or something. Just like makes sense.
Just so many. Isn't that where 100 Thieves is?
We were seriously looking at Texas
Yeah.
for a while.
It's viable nowadays.
Yeah, that was about it.
Texas went up the tier list, man.
It really has. It
Texas on the
has.
come up, man.
But
The esports state tier list.
in terms of like family and stuff, like Jersey is like the most reasonable thing, and now we have pets, so it's like I think I'm stuck here for better or worse. I don't hate Jersey. Growing up, it's always funny. Like growing up, like especially like when you're like, you know, an angsty teenager or something, you like think where you live specifically is the worst possible place to live on the planet. I always thought New Jersey was like the worst, and then like I've traveled like a decent amount now, and I'm like it's fine. It's not incredible, but it's fine. Like I'll live here.
Florida is still dog water, and I've been.
Oh no, Florida is like potentially my least favorite.
That's probably
place.
one of the exceptions.
Yeah.
No, you're 100% valid. I've been like Florida's definitely potentially my least favorite.
If Florida didn't have Disney World, I probably would never go.
Literally, yeah.
Dude, I don't even give a fuck about Disney
Oh?
World, dude.
What?
I don't care. We're not
Yeah,
even talking
the
about Smash.
Disney magic.
We're gonna lose all viewership.
Can't sprinkle
Wow.
Disney magic on this man.
We're not-
Get it out of you.
We're not even talking about Smash right now. We're about to lose all viewership and credibility.
No. Hey, this is.
What
branching
frame
out.
is Pirate
Listen.
Princess down till? What frame
Exactly.
is it?
Listen to
What frame
Pink.
is it?
This is the Aaron episode. We're talking about real life. Look, everybody, let's do a poll. Type 1 if you want to see Smash content. Type 2 if you want to see real life content. Look, I guarantee you want to know where Tweek
Guys,
wants
we're
to
about to do a
live.
World of Light Nuzlocke
What would
right
you-
now. World of Light
What-
Nuzlocke.
What would you guys rather know? Where Tweek wants to live when he grows up, or what he thinks about Diddy Kong's forward tilt?
What do you mean?
Come on.
I'm 22 years old.
Diddy Kong Ford deal do be kind of broken.
And here we go. We're back at
Here we
it,
go.
boys.
It's pretty good. I can't remember what
Look
Look at all
you
these twos. Look at all these twos. It's a flood.
Damn, actually, yeah.
I just want to say
Aaron just
Chicago is my dream location, okay?
Not bad. You might die.
Yo,
but
you know
not
what?
bad.
You might die.
You know what area is crazy? Like, very interesting. It's cold as shit.
Where?
Whenever I go to like Shine, that area is
Uh.
so like Boston. It's mad expensive.
Austin was nice.
But if I didn't have to give a fuck about money at all, like, dude, that shit was cool.
Boston's like a safe Baltimore. That's how I think of it.
Okay.
I don't think I've been, like, I still need to go to more places, but dude, Boston was kind of hype. It was just unique.
Money's a big factor, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of like thinking
Yeah.
about it too. Internet is a big factor. I think that's one of the bigger things about East Coast in general is the internet. Because I'll tell you right now, internet's dog shit, and it's been dog shit forever.
My internet is actually worse than it was in my first apartment, but the first apartment was just such a terrible situation that like I took this. It's actually the only thing that's worse than the apartment I lived in a year ago or whatever. I think I've lived in this apartment for like a year now. Yeah, fuck Comcast. Oh my god.
You live with Void, right, Charles?
Yeah, Void.
Didn't you guys fix your shit recently, or?
They've gone through like 10 million different things.
It's a little bit more consistent, but dude, it's like I just want to be at a place where we pay like $1,300 a month. Obviously, it's split, so it's like reasonable, right? But will we pay we pay that guap? Like I want direct line. Like we're the only human beings on this internet line. Like that's what I want, and that's what like I'm willing to pay for, because you know, in terms of just how everyone makes their money in this house, it's through content, and we need internet. We need like good fucking internet, and that's like worth paying for when you're a content creator. And that's why even like places I've been even kind of contemplating, like, man, East Coast sounds like a good option, or even Midwest. Like I know some places in Midwest have really good internet, and even for when offline comes back and we're traveling, I think Texas is kind of broken for like a Smash player / content creator, because you're in the middle, right? So it's like you don't have those shitty like East Coast West Coast flights that are like 5-6 hours. It's like, oh, you're just centralized, and you have like a 3-hour flight no matter where you're going in the US. So that sounds kind of hype.
Oh,
right?
My new apartment is, I keep forgetting this because like I haven't traveled because of COVID. My apartment is like 10 minutes from the Philly airport. It's actually like crazy.
That's broken.
Yeah,
that's broken.
That's gonna be very.
Being close to the airport is really sick.
That's gonna be very great when offline comes back. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, also, before you were like a 40, that Uber hurt, man.
Yeah.
When I went to visit you that one time, I'm like,
a lot of money every time.
You ever not go to a tournament because of the flight? Or is that just me?
Yeah. There's been like a tournament or two where I got to the airport for
No way, no cap. Really?
For the tournament, and I was like, I'm going home.
You're trolling. Really? You got all the way there.
I've done that before, yeah.
I feel like at that point you're committed.
I mean,
you were packed and everything at the gate. You had your airport food. You're chilling. You walk up.
Once you reach that like 5-6 year mark, though, I think anything is possible. Like you just get fucking tired of this shit. Like,
Yep.
Wow,
I've definitely pulled up to the airport and been like, I'm turning around. I'm going home. Like
fuck this shit, I'm out.
You just think about like fighting like Pacman or something. You're like, I'm going home.
Fair enough.
I can just go.
I have a major fear of flights and like
I did at first.
being in the sky.
Yeah.
Not in my control. Ugh.
I've flown enough to where I actually enjoy it more than like a drive. I actually have honestly, I'm just a pussy, but I have a huge fear of a lot of stuff, like heights. Like, dude,
yeah.
I have a terrible fear of heights even when I'm like going up an escalator. Like that's how bad this shit is. I hate every time I drive, like I'm just can't even function like a normal human being. But at this point, I actually like airports now. Like that's how much I've done it. Like
it's like a comfort zone.
B and I occasionally like look to each other and we're like, dude, we kind of miss like being at an airport. Like it's been so long. Like
paying $20 for an airport meal, you know?
I kind of
sometimes
miss
it just
it's comfy though. You feel like you're doing something.
Yeah, I miss it.
Yeah.
Not when you got like 20 overlays and you're like spending 16 hours.
It took me a while to have that really terrible experience, and I'm like, okay, I get it now. Like when you're like, you know, in the same spot for like 24 plus hours just waiting.
Your flight gets canceled or delayed.
Yeah. It can happen.
I get it. I do have one place, like one type of vibe I'd like to possibly live in the future. Like when I like retire or something, like I'm like an older man or something. Actually, I've considered living in Japan maybe, but
every gamer's dream, man.
What's that one area like Smash and Splash is in? Is that Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Sometimes when I was like driving around, it's like so empty and like beautiful and nice. I was like, maybe I should just like live far away from everything, like have no internet, like just like become like a
guru.
Like one of those like badass people. You know how like there's like those people in like media and like anime or whatever where they live in the middle of nowhere but they're like mad powerful and like mystical. Like I want to potentially become like that one day. Like someone like occasionally stumbles upon like my like house in the mountains and they're like, oh my god, it's Tweek. Like, can you take me under your wing and like can I be your student? And they like they like come back to the Smash community like the best player ever. Like maybe that'll happen someday, you know?
How can I be the best? Seek out the Smash Sage Tweek.
Yeah, like
He lives in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
You don't think epic badass sage in Wisconsin?
yeah.
I think of
that
cheese.
that was a bad example. I'm sorry, but
Tweek's just sitting on his porch eating cheese, and the guy like just walks up and is like, "Are you Tweek?" Yeah.
I'm just playing Pokemon Go on my phone, like
Eating
With
cheese.
what internet, bro?
oh shit.
Play Go. Can't play Go. You have the cards though.
No, yeah, you're playing like
I
old
have the
school, like
insurance. I have
on your
the
Game
insurance
Boy
for the cards, too.
Pokemon. Or Tweek's just looking through his Pokemon card collection, he's just flipping through the cards.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not gonna teach you Smash or anything, but do you want to see this like sick Charizard I have? Like,
What's your collection at right now, price wise?
let me show you something.
Oh, shouldn't have asked that one. Sorry, guys, I stepped into a dangerous zone.
Gavin's got stack on stacks.
Yeah, I bet it's a little disturbing.
It's
Uh oh, Pink nose. What's up?
Are you planning on getting stuff graded, Gavin? Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm looking at. Is that like $20 or
Add a couple more zeros probably.
how much? Come on, you can flex.
I don't know, right? I actually stopped ever since like, you know how Pokemon cards have been like crazy lately.
Mm-hmm.
I like stopped. And
What are those at, chat? Come on, somebody tell me.
I pay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure chat knows.
I wasted so much money on Pokemon cards, and I pay a lot more money for like bills and like the rent here. I'm becoming an adult, all right? Like, until Pokemon cards calm down, or until I randomly become a millionaire or something, I'm taking a break, all right?
It won't be random.
I'm getting disciplined. You can ask Charles. He visited me one time a long time ago.
Oh my god.
We went to Walmart and bought everything.
You have to
Dude,
call
it was
your bank.
dude.
I spent so much money, my bank thought someone like stole my shit.
This is a funny story. So I visit Gavin. So me, B, and Gavin we go to Target. I forget why we went to Target. I think it was for Pokemon cards specifically, right? So there's this rack of Pokemon cards, and then Gavin's like, "Okay, I want all the Pokemon cards on the rack." I was like, holy shit. And like, okay, so I've collected Pokemon cards, but the last time I opened a box of cards, I had to been.
We took
God,
like 2
dude.
hours opening everything.
It was a very long time ago for me. So I haven't had the joy of just like busting packs for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
It's
just
therapeutic.
like, okay. Right, it definitely is, right? So it just like we went up to the aisle and Gavin's like, "Oh yeah, I want this one pack." And I'm like, "Okay." So they have like a fully blown like there's like sections on sections in this cardboard
like a
box.
display box, a display box.
Like a display box, and it has so much packs in it, right? And Gavin's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna get all of them." And then he starts grabbing the one pack at a time and putting in the cart. I was like,
No way, bro.
like, dude, if you're gonna buy all of them, I just grabbed.
The box.
I was like, you're buying all of it. You should get this cardboard box too. I don't give a fuck what Walmart has to say about that. I just put it in the cart, dude. I just grabbed the whole thing. I put it in the cart. And then we were checking out, and
It was
one of the people were like,
I'm
dude.
such an idiot. I'm just an idiot. That's all it is.
so we're checking out, right? And this lady's just like mind blown, right? She's like, holy shit.
You didn't go to self-checkout?
No.
No way.
I don't
No
think-
cap, you interacted with a human. No way. No way, bro. No shot. Literally. Yeah, so
Scanning the cards, right?
Pikachu Edition 3. Pikachu Edition 4 as well. Pikachu Edition... Literally, for like an hour, bro?
Dude, it was
There's
crazy.
like multiple people, bro.
You're
a line
trolling!
behind There's a line behind us,
Honestly,
so there's people
I
that
would
like
never
are
do that again.
focused
I
in.
regret it so much. It was so embarrassing. And then my card got declined, bro. My card
And it held up the
got
line.
declined.
It held up the
You're
line.
trolling.
On top of that, the person working asked, she was like, "Oh, are you doing this for like a charity for like a children's place or something
She
like
did
that?"
not
And
say
then
that.
You gotta feel horrible at that
She did
point.
not say that.
and I was just like, no.
I did not even remember that. What are you talking
Yeah, I
It's for
about?
me, bro. It's
Yeah,
for me.
dude.
$700 of kids
We're talking
cards.
about-
I don't
bro.
know if you heard it, Gavin, because I remember I was like kind of standing in the front, but she asked that, and I was just like, no.
The one I
Like,
asked
this
Charles is just like
this
for
is
charity
prize.
or something.
And your card got declined?
I'm the worst. Yeah, I had to call my bank because they're like, did you just spend like whatever X
Say it.
amount of money?
It was a
It
ridiculous
was
amount. It was
$2,000.
I can't even remember.
$2,000.
She's lying.
No,
it was like,
I'm
it was like
not.
$8,000.
She didn't see.
It was
No
like,
one.
it was was like $50, bro.
Yeah, it's like cases, but dude, I tried them.
Okay, it was anywhere between $1.4 to $2,000.
It was fucking $2,000.
I think it was like 1.4.
It was $2,000.
Okay, just to put in perspective, and it's crazy because V was like telling me the whole time. She was like, "Have you ever opened this much packs?" I was like, "No, I'm super hyped about this." She was like, "You're not gonna be hyped after the first hour." I was like, "First hour?" I was like, "There's no way it takes." Because like even for me, my personal experience, like the most packs I've ever opened in my life is maybe a box or two. You know, a kid on Christmas opening a box of Pokemon cards. Shred through that shit in like 10, 15 minutes. Right? Nothing, whatever, right? Just
after like 2 hours, we're just sitting on the ground. There's just fucking Pokemon card wrappers everywhere. Charles wanted to stop. That's how long it taken. He's like, I don't actually want to do this anymore. Like, that's how long it took. I remember
it was
insane. He didn't like want to stop, but he like was like, damn, like I need a break.
Charles pulled our money card.
Yeah, I think Charles got some of the best pulls.
Yeah, he pulled.
It was super fun, but yeah, it gets to a point like, especially for me, because I've never like opened that many packs.
Bro.
I was like, my hands hurt, like my back, like.
So did you sell them or no?
Okay, we actually like. We almost like set up a whole business of like selling duplicates, but we just haven't gone through with it yet. I think mainly because of the shipping thing. Like we're not like too familiar with the process of it. But you know what we did sell a lot of and make a lot of our money back with? We sold a lot of the code cards for Pokemon Online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that helped us a lot.
That was like
how much do those go for? You get one in every pack, right?
Well, we just would sell them in bulk to like a person at a time, and it just add up.
Yeah.
Some of them like aren't even $1, but it just adds up.
Yeah.
So that kind of fueled our addiction to like keep spending more money on cards because we would make some of the money back with the code cards. But we haven't sold the dupes that I would like to sell. I remember even as a kid, like I would have so many duplicates of cards and stuff, and like people would want to trade with me, but I'm just so fucking greedy. I'd be like, no, honestly, no. I'm keeping.
You need those 7 bell sprouts. Like
exactly.
you need that.
I think you could
I've
also
always been
do
like that. I don't know.
I think a more like lazier route if you want to sell. You could do lots. If you ever heard of lots, where like people are like, oh, well, it's like 100 random cards, but 10 of them are like hollowed from this pack or whatever, and you like make custom. You know what I mean? So you get rid of them in bulk at random, and it's just like a set price or whatever. That's like an easier way to do it instead of like singles where you're like, okay, this card's like, let me look up this price of this card. Okay, let me look at the price of this card. Okay, like you can like literally look at the price of like the set average and just be like, okay, like a lot will be this much money, and then
that's kind of
cool.
With that. I think.
Do you think?
I went to Target yesterday. Oh, what's up?
Wait. Do you think you spent more money on Pokemon cards or One Piece Treasure Cruise?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That one's pretty close, but I still think it's Pokemon cards.
Bro, is that like a fucking mobile game?
Yeah.
Don't play it. Don't play it. Do not download it. Do not.
I mean, it probably has a shit ton of spoilers, right?
Okay, well but like, once you download it, your life's over.
It's just over? I mean, what's the gameplay? Like, Luffy, like, walks around and, like what?
It's like fucking, like,
turn-based.
You set up, like, a team of, like, 6 people and all the
You play it too, Charles?
No.
He's probably seen me play it.
Okay, you set up a team.
Play mobile
Dude,
games.
it's like a team, and, like, they all have, like, typings. It's like fucking Pokemon, like, team-based, like, strategy. It's like rhythm with like doing the attacks and shit. It's the sickest.
Aaron's like, wait, I like that.
It sounds fun. It sounds actually fun.
It's the sickest mobile game ever. And dude, it's free to play. It's free to play, bro.
It's free to play, but you've spent $750,000 on it. How much have you spent, Twan? Be honest. Tweek talks.
Let's just say my dad fucking hates me. My dad.
7,000. Over under 7,000.
I honestly, I'm usually like really chill talking about money, but like, dude, that
okay,
shit,
yeah.
That shit is
it's a lot.
It's embarrassing.
But it's fun though.
My life is ruined. I could have saved up so much money.
Okay, never mind. It's not fun. His life is ruined. Okay, never mind.
Ruined
life.
So much money. I only just started being an adult, like saving money, like a fucking month ago, dude.
I would do the same shit if I was you, to be honest.
It's fun, dude. Like, you gotta live life. Like, have a hobby.
You could sell the account.
No.
No.
He doesn't want to let it go, though.
Life no longer ruined. We have the option.
There's the Pokemon card greed coming out again. Dude, I had every legendary unit except 2 at one point. You know how much money you have to fucking spend?
No, I would love to know.
Oh, I actually don't know. Let's move on.
Yeah, moving on. Diddy Kong?
You know the
Yeah,
drop rates?
Diddy Kong, I love that guy.
I don't know the drop rates. It's like 0.000.
Shit like that, dude.
One.
It's bullshit.
Gotcha shit, dude.
It's
Fuck.
a fucking gotcha game.
Diddy system.
Dude, I went to Target literally yesterday for like just like a couple groceries, and B wanted like a rug for like a room, and we went to like you always gotta look at the card section. You just It's been a while since I bought anything, but you always
looked
look.
at them.
There was not one product.
Yeah.
And
I actually went to Target 3 days ago. Not one card either.
Dude.
Yeah, they're sold out everywhere, bro.
Yeah, and then there's a sign that says like they're limiting it, like the quantity per person. I'm like, even if there was, I'm so like disgusting when it comes to Pokemon cards. I can either buy everything or I'm not buying anything at all. I'm not buying fucking 2 packs. You think I'm stupid? What enjoyment am I gonna get out of that?
See, Tweek, this is why it was a bad idea to put me on this, because you said I went to Target for groceries. I want to ask you what groceries you get. Like, I'm just curious. Like, what grocery? Bro, aren't you guys curious in the chat? Like,
Smart food.
Yeah,
like, what does Tweek get from the grocery
I'll
store?
show you what I got at Target yesterday.
Ooh, okay, we're getting a
They're not
showcase.
groceries, let me just reiterate.
You got caught by the gotcha. You got by the gotcha. That's so tough.
$2,000.
Genshin has Genshin even been out for a year yet?
No.
Jeez.
Like, less than a year, bro.
Yeah, that's insane. Tweek has got to be the biggest Pokemon fan that I know. I don't think I know anyone that's more
There's
of
a
like.
smart food.
Okay.
We been new.
See, big brain Gavin. Why is he big brain?
So you got popcorn.
I got popcorn,
Okay.
and I got my favorite chips, baked Ruffles.
Not the baked.
Disturbing.
Yeah, with the bake tech. Oh
And
my
then guess
god.
what I did when I got home? I ordered food. That's what I did.
Yup. Oh my god.
Grocery
I'm putting all this shit back.
Okay. Tweek is definitely still learning some of the adult meta. You know,
Yeah,
grocery
that's-
shopping doesn't necessarily mean 2 bags of chips and popcorn, but you know, it's
Taking
a start,
it in
right?
waves.
We're taking it in waves. We're taking it in waves.
At least he
Getting
went to
there,
go
one
get
step-
it.
Yeah, one step at a time. One step at a time.
I can't even front and be like mad at Gavin because I definitely spent a good amount of money on League of Legends and Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, when I was younger, it was bad. It was.
I only spent like a little over 1,000 on League of Legends, but
I think same actually.
I was reaching.
Wow,
close
you guys
to
are
2,000.
disgusting. How could you do that? What a waste of money.
I
Every
remember
a new expansion would drop for Hearthstone, I would buy 100 packs, and if it did,
Yeah, that little like
Right.
special they had or whatever, right? Like the
and
50
if I didn't
packing.
get what I needed, I would just buy more until I got what I wanted.
Well, do you guys regret these decisions, or did you have fun?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
I regret every penny. I want to sell my League of Legends account. I want to, bro.
Yeah.
But,
Yes, bro.
But if
If
you
I
never
didn't
did it,
play-
you might not have ever known. Like, you might not have gotten like the whatever you wanted.
Bro,
I don't know.
it's flex hour, right? I've spent like I don't know, like fucking $500 on Animal Crossing.
cards.
Like, it's disturbing,
The
man.
Pokemon card market we are so down bad for any sort of collectible card. Like, look at even Animal Crossing is way too much. What is
It's
happening?
ridiculous.
What is that? It's like it's transcending to different fucking like things. It's not even just
I'm not gonna
Pokemon.
lie, I saw the Digimon cards come out. I was like, dang, I want
wait,
those
they
so bad.
got
They got Digimon
Dude,
now,
it's
bruh.
so hype. I look at the cards, they're so fucking hype, dude.
I'm about to start buying fucking like baseball cards. I'm so down bad, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I need something.
I need that serotonin, please.
I need to scratch the itch somehow.
Some baseball cards go for some fucking egregious
Oh yeah,
amount.
like
bro.
rookie cards. Like,
Like
if a rookie card of a
40,000.
successful player, like it's like insane. It's actually crazy.
Dude,
I remember spending all my money. I would even when I was just younger, like right out of high school, I would be working my construction job, get the paycheck from my construction job, and just straight all of it into Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'd just be like, bring the whole paycheck all into Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic,
Dude.
all into Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic. Like,
Yeah.
you saw my crazy Yu-Gi-Oh collection when you visited me, right?
yeah, it's nuts.
Oh my god, that's another. We haven't.
Duel
even
How
talked
many
about-
how many things have you tapped into here? We got One Piece, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's the bulk.
That's about it.
Actually, that's wrong. Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links.
Duel Links, yeah. Duel
That's
Links
the
was another-
online one, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I've been playing Pokemon Go for a little bit now. And
There's no way, right? Like, what do you even?
I've already spent money. Yeah.
What do you
Well,
buy on Pokemon Go? Like, what?
You buy like incubators.
What a rookie
and-
question, Aaron. What do
Can you
think-
buy something that'll make me walk around? Because I'll download it. I'll download that right now.
Honestly, dude,
Pokemon Go's a great game.
I'm gonna be ripped at some point from this game, bro.
You're just like come to the next tournament, like just
I'm gonna show up to the next tournament, and no, it's just gonna be my legs. Like,
It's insane. I'll download it right now.
What happened to you? Pogo happened.
dude, yeah. Honestly, when the game
Use the
first
acronym.
came out, that shit was garbage. But this game is hype. This game is so hype.
Yeah, I think Pokemon Go is a really good game.
Okay.
And I feel like you can spend like $20 a month-ish or so and be fine. Like you don't have to like go
See, that's
super
how it
heavy.
gets
It's not like
you.
gotcha.
You hear that beginner mindset? That's just $20. You know, then it's only $30.
You don't do raids like me though. You don't do raids like me though.
So what's the total amount per month on DoorDash, everyone?
Oh,
That's
my
my
dad- Yeah, my dad hates me for that
shit.
too.
I hope y'all. Come on. What?
Pink, come on, you're not on the DoorDash wave? You telling me you actually cook your meals?
Get
You
away,
buy
get away
groceries.
from us, dude.
All right, my B.
We're smashing.
Cold, like you start cooking and stuff. It's weird.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
getting into cooking, but man,
I do a pretty good job at it. Void does a lot of DoorDash.
oh yeah, he seems like a DoorDasher.
Oh yes.
If it wasn't for B, I don't know if what's the point of having a kitchen?
Does B cook often or no?
We still
Like cook
DoorDash
night?
way too
Yeah.
much. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
If there's any order within the house, it's probably because of B.
yeah,
Like, let's just put it that way.
yeah.
Dude, remember 2 weeks ago when she went to was it last week or 2 weeks ago when she went to Long Island and we just looked at the bed and we're like, she's gone. Like we know
Yeah, you
she's
see
We didn't
that,
even have
dude?
to ask.
and now we see the bed and it's like, she's back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, B.
Sigh.
Yeah. See, this has been a good time talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Life
Honest-
stuff.
You know, it's not Smash Talks, it's Tweek Talks, you know?
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Step one, branching out,
Yeah.
learning about Tweek, learning about us all.
Honestly, probably would have been better if they didn't know these things about me, though. Everyone probably hates me now. Like, this guy's a fucking mess.
I think it's definitely more relatable than you think.
Exactly. Yeah. I was
It's
about
a
to
lot
say
more
that.
relatable than you think.
Okay, I know everyone in this chat. If you were offered a fucking Pokemon card pack, you would fucking pay for it right now. I know all of you. I know it. You know,
Just
someone's
one
like,
pack.
Someone's like, you know, there might be a Charizard in here, bro. You know you're gonna buy it.
True.
Does every pack have like that hard hitter?
Well, that's the thing. There's like individual sets, but there's always like the money card.
Some sets have more.
Why is
like,
everyone saying
cooler
no?
arts
You
than
guys
other-
are lying.
Cost. Like
You wouldn't pay like $3-4.
You just gotta find what they would pay for. You know, like
Yeah.
Depends on the
Oh, yeah,
niche.
amiibos.
They all have their
Gambler.
thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody has their
It's probably
like
fucking
niche that they
League
like
or
to
something. Or
collect.
Valorant.
I'm seeing pop figures.
Okay.
What's up?
Cringe. Cringe.
Nintendo, by the way.
I don't.
Huh?
I never
I'm
got
about
into
to tell
that.
them and get Nendoroids.
Nendoroids?
Oh wait, look at Marcus's background.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I said.
Oops.
Look at it.
I like started collecting them. I was gonna collect more, and then I saw Nendoroids, and I was like, "Yo, these joints are kind of crazy." It's like $50 for
You know
one.
what? You know what B is always doing?
What?
Oh, those are nice.
Stuff like this.
That's
Whether
cool.
whether it's small ones like this or like like medium size. She
Dude,
definitely
there's
has
a
bunch.
Blizzard. Blizzard announced like a 2-foot tall art like Lich King statue thing for $1,000, and I was just like, damn, dude, that looks so hype, but it's $1,000. Fuck that. The sign
See,
language. Thing?
there's like a bit of a secret guest in your background there.
It's,
always a
I don't even
secret
think it's a
guest.
secret guest.
Oh.
Void is actually like for sure shown up in every episode. I think.
Has he really?
I
The
think.
Void cameos are
I think
consistent.
Void has shown up every. For people who are listening to this on Spotify, damn, you're never gonna get to see Void every podcast.
This is
Yeah.
on Spotify. I didn't even know
Oh
that.
yeah, pretty recent. Pretty recent.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, we're cool
Quite.
like that. So.
We're working our way up, dude. It's advancing the meta. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just YouTube, it's not just Twitch. There's
This is-
Spotify and
professional podcast. We had so many ideas going into this episode. You know, we're so planned and scheduled. We actually had no idea what we were going to talk about today.
Literally, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is, it's funny because that's usually the case. We'll like kind of have like a general direction, but it's more.
I scrolled up in the Discord and I was looking.
Oh,
you know.
Oh snap! Caught red-handed shit.
What? Yeah.
That time. What
Yeah.
topics for tomorrow?
Yeah. 30 minutes
all right.
before we go live or something.
Luigi? No. What are we talking about? I saw some
Big
stuff.
random
That's my favorite character. Let's talk about Luigi.
Luigi is cool.
Let's talk about Diddy. Tweek, come on.
All right. Actually, we
yeah,
probably
y'all-
should.
We talking
Diddy
about the
Kong?
monkey.
Here's a hot take. Top
Uh-oh.
5 in the game. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
He's not top 5, but he's top 10, I think.
Maybe.
Why didn't you just start off with that?
I mean, you don't agree? You don't agree?
Maybe.
I think it's so hard to place him.
It's really hard to say.
Diddy
He just
Kong
has
is
really hard matchups,
You,
like very
you know what I will
specifically
say
hard.
though,
Oh,
that like goes along with what you're saying? Broken as fuck. Like
Yeah.
so broken.
He like shits on relevant characters, and I remember I almost beat Shuton at Frostbite, last hit down to the wire.
That matchup
Went to
kinda
losers.
sucks.
I went to losers, fought Rido, triple 3-stock. Literally triple 3-stock.
That's like
Some
his
matchups
worst
are just
matchup.
unplayable.
That's like his worst matchup.
It literally is. For like Duck Hunt, why? Like why is it? Why?
I mean, he's just a guy with a hat.
Yeah, did he? He's just a guy with a hat.
Just a monkey with a hat on.
I don't know. He beat.
There's just like
Yeah.
He doesn't even have
Pac-Man's
pants.
like a
What do
concerning
you
one.
expect from him? He doesn't even have pants on. Or
Can I read this
shoes.
from the chat? I thought that Aaron was just some Diddy Kong main that jumps and screams on his bed, but now I've realized he's cool. Thank you.
That's the sweetest thing ever said by a human being. So
Yeah.
sweet.
Honestly,
Chat.
fuck you. But hey, you got to know me. Thank you. Appreciate that one.
Isn't Twitch chat great? So
Yeah.
many cool interactions.
I think the most interesting thing about my perspective and Aaron's perspective is like Aaron is more of like Aaron's been playing Diddy for much longer. Like I've more so dedicated the time like in Ultimate specifically. So there's just like there's definitely a bunch of like unique things to talk about.
Yeah, and you're already better than me. Bro, it's crazy. Like it's what you were saying about like differing perspectives. Like you literally like innovated Z-drop aerial neutral, which is insane because why weren't we doing that? But you started doing it, and now it's like, wow, I can never look at Diddy the same.
Yeah.
It's literally so broken.
I think there's a lot of small changes from 4 to Ultimate where I think you really got to get creative sometimes.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's not just because like something is better than the other. It's just keeping your opponent on your toes because ledge trapping isn't the same. There's a bunch of small things that are different about the core gameplay to where Diddy really has to make the most of all like the tricks up his sleeve. I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's it also helped that you weren't a Smash 4 Diddy main too. I think
Yeah.
that perspective helped because like the Diddies from Smash 4, they might have been looking at a certain perspective where you brought in like just a whole nother light to
Yeah.
all the different tools that is available. So I think that was also a really big deal.
Yeah.
That's true. I still find myself trying to fucking glide toss, to be honest with you. But
Oh, I forgot that was even a thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that was broken.
It made up for
God
not having
damn.
like running tilts and stuff. So
yeah,
in that game.
that's why I didn't play Diddy in the beginning because I was like, dude, he has no glide toss. Like, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Remember down tilt grab or F smash or whatever? What was the mix up on shield? I forget. Banana down tilt
Yeah.
or banana grab.
Right,
I missed
right.
that. Damn.
Or even like Smash attack throwing the banana at shield so it would like go down instead of up.
Yup.
That was like a big one. There was all kinds of like different like niche shit you could do with Diddy. It's just so interesting because even Sheik is very similar in a sense where you just have to play Sheik so different from Smash 4 that only now, you know, within like the last year, Sheiks are finally starting to diversify the gameplay from Smash 4 and not really attach it to that kind of perspective and really just be like, okay,
Yeah.
ultimate mechanics, these are my tools. What do I do from here, right?
It's when the character is so similar, it's hard.
Yeah.
'Cause Sheik is,
Right.
she can play like Smash 4 Sheik.
Yeah, she can. Absolutely.
Almost to a T, but
Yeah.
then, yeah.
I think
And to be
most-
fair, like both those characters have gotten buff, right? Like I think the initial release of Ultimate, and then like you tried Sheik and Diddy, and you're like, because the general idea behind that, like the transition was, okay, Sheik and Diddy, why are they good in Smash 4? Is because they have low lag on their aerials, right? Which is a very unique top tier thing to have in Smash 4, because everyone else, there
Yeah.
was repercussions for your actions back in Smash 4 for certain aerials. But in this game, there's auto L cancel, so it's kind of just like, well, everyone has lagless aerials, so like, are these characters even good anymore? And like, there's 80 characters we have to kind of figure out. So on to the next. Fuck these guys. Like,
Back to the conformity of Ultimate. Every character is the exact fucking same.
Yeah.
God, man, this game. Sorry.
The secret to being able to play every character, huh? Is
Yeah, literally.
Is the fact that you're not actually changing anything. I wanted to talk about like your Diddy Kong specifically. Like, I think some of my favorite things about it is just like the raw discipline. Because we actually played the Diddy Ditto for like a decent amount of time, like not too long ago, and I think that was like one thing that was like really impressive. Is like, you know, I think you even mentioned this when you talked about when you do lessons with people, like you valued stage control and whatnot, and you can clearly see that with your Diddy. Like, you understand risks, you understand like stage positioning. You're just very disciplined is the word that always comes to mind. Like, you just have a very strong control of the character.
I appreciate that. I think I do it a little too much to a fault. I look at the game
That's
in a very
possible,
traditional,
yeah.
a very traditional fighter sense, where like I'm playing Smash like I'm playing Street Fighter a lot of the time. Like, if my opponent is like in the corner and I have stage control, I will fucking stand.
Yeah.
And I think that that's like not good to do like a lot of the time, but like you are always so willing to like go in, fucking edge cancel, you know, do all these crazy monkey flips and stuff, and I'm like sitting there. I think there's like a really, I mean, I don't know, not
Finding
to throw
the
any
right
names,
balance.
but
Finding
the
right
guy
balance,
from
I think.
yeah, like the guy from Smash 4 that we all watched that was really good at Diddy. That's what he did. He had that sick balance. Like, he would go in, but he would also, like, I don't know. And I've been, like, chasing that, like, oppression with Diddy Kong. I think it's still transferred to this game really well.
Yeah, I think my mindset is, I think it's kind of how I view the game. Like, I think at first glance, if you see all the stuff I do with like any character, like I'm always doing the crazy movement options. And and a lot of it, like, I think at first glance might seem like useless or like, what's the point? Like, I do a bunch of pop gun cancels, wave bounces, edge cancels, you know, dare cancels. But really, it all adds up when you're giving so much information to your opponent. You're doing so much. You're constantly changing your positioning. That's kind of how I view it. But I think a lot of people, it's like, you know, I'm not gaining any material stuff from doing this, so like, why do it? But I think, like you said, you know, the mix of being willing to do anything while also being willing to just fucking stand there and like control the stage just with your presence.
Right, like, you look at our Diddies, you're like all in. I'm like very reserved.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely will say, like, I do think you do a lot of unnecessary, like,
exactly
movement. But like you're saying, like,
it's perspective.
If you play around that info and think about what your opponent is seeing, then you can mix them up really well.
Yeah, it's just perspectives. Like I said, like we talked about with, like, you know, you might talk to someone that's only been playing for a fucking week and they might teach you something. It's like
yeah, bro.
It's just Smash in general. That's like the beauty of it, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really cool character. Hate him.
Hate him and what? Playing against him?
Hate playing as him. I wish Diddy would be removed from this game so I would be able to move on.
I feel like I'm listening to myself talk about Wario or something.
Yeah. I just want to move on from Diddy, bro. I'm over it.
Your relationship has lasted too long.
Yeah, literally, bro. There's no spark anymore. R.O.B, though, that's my jam.
I mean,
love R.O.B.
There's a timeline where I just like play R.O.B or something. But
you should.
No.
You should.
No.
That's what Zachary did.
Your R.O.B's
That's
good.
crazy. Imagine, like, that's how I know you are trying to win and you don't give a fuck. You drop Wolf for R.O.B. That is fucked up.
R.O.B is cool, low key. You just gotta, like, think about it.
Think about it, yeah.
There's a bandwagon of hate. R.O.B is cool.
Okay,
Come on.
I'm not on that bandwagon. Let's get that. Like, I'm like pretty indifferent. I'm pretty indifferent about R.O.B. I actually kind of like fighting R.O.B.
He's easy to fight. R.O.B is the easiest character to fight in this game, bro.
Oh,
literally.
That's Wario.
He is.
That's Wario.
Actually, I kind of agree.
Okay,
You
but-
agree, right, Pink?
But you have to
I
have a
kinda-
character that actually has the freedom of being able to do it in the first place.
Fighting Rob?
Yeah.
No. All you have to do is run up to them, wait for him to press Nair, parry it, and do literally any move out of shield. Literally any move. You want to know the reason I have a fucking 80-10 set count against Gabriel? Because all he does is Nair, and he's the best Rob. Okay, second best, third best, whatever. It is what it is. I fought Wadi too. He was like, I don't know. Bro, all you gotta do is run up to them and fucking parry. It's so easy. Rob,
Actually,
guys.
Whenever someone asks me about that matchup, I always explain it in two different worlds. I'm like, do you parry Nair or do you not parry Nair? Because what I'm about to tell you is like how you strategize versus Rob. The first question that you ask yourself is, can you consistently parry Nair? And then depending on that answer, I will tell you how to play against Rob. Because it's literally like
It's night and day.
Yeah.
It's night and day. Your strategy completely changes, and it becomes a way easier character to play against if you can parry Nair.
I think I have a pretty crazy record versus Rob too.
Yes, you're very good against
Other
Rob.
than I think the only Rob to is Zach Ray.
Yeah.
And
that's PT
and
matchup.
I always
right?
look back and I'm like, why did I do those matchups?
Yeah.
Dude, Rob versus PT sucks, Aaron.
Bro, you need to just play Pokemon Trainer.
Oh my god.
You're
A Twitch
Charles,
viewer
huh?
got onto the podcast. What happened?
Charles, you agree, right? I mean, come on. As
How
a
did
coach,
you infiltrate my
It
podcast?
depends. It
are we
depends
not
on his
watching
character line.
Atelier? Come on.
Trainer's still good, but I will say, Gavin. This is my
I
opinion on
brainwashed
Gavin.
him. You can't get through to him. You can't do it.
Okay,
Brainwash party. It's over.
Give it to me.
In my opinion, what Gavin values as a player, he plays in the air a lot. So air mobility is very
Squirtle.
important. Right.
No.
But yeah, a lot of the Pokemon don't have that great air mobility. Squirtle's air mobility is
No,
alright.
all three of them don't.
Yeah, like just straight number one.
Yo, I'm
And
about to rage. I'm about to fucking rage.
Switch ups your air mobility.
It
So-
does.
So that's one thing that I think that Gavin really doesn't like. And even like if you look at traditionally what he likes is characters like Wolf and Wario. Both those characters have very big air drift. But he can also play characters without air drift as long as he has like some kind of range to work with, which is like Sephiroth or Banana. Those are like Diddy doesn't have good air drift, but he has things
Monkey
that compensate
flip.
for it.
There's
Like
Monkey Flip, yeah.
Yeah.
right? And then having that range advantage always makes Gavin feel safe. So like things like Banana and Hen, Sephiroth's sword.
Essentially, I'm carried. I'm carried,
Yeah,
Aaron.
Gavin
Whenever-
only characters with win conditions. So.
Yeah.
Whenever you get Wing as Sephiroth, you do turn into kind of a beast. I will admit it. That air...
Fear. Shadow Flare is a great tool for Gavin too.
Bro, can we talk about Sephiroth? Hold on.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Sephiroth is the most underrated character in Ultimate.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Literally,
Top
by
10,
far.
top 10, top 10, top
Dude,
10.
More than that.
People are like,
Sure,
yo, Sephiroth's
I'll take
tier.
it.
I'm like, how?
Bro, he's so fucking insane.
And I just want to roast every single person that tweeted when he came out. I don't know, he feels like a low tier or a mid tier. I was just like, are you fucking crazy?
Because if you're bad, then he does. If you don't know how to space or do... Because he has weird frame data, okay?
people tried his aerials. This is what I feel like happened. People tried his aerials.
Yeah.
And oh, it has lag. He's trash.
So laggy. Yeah, it's up
Oh my
there.
God.
Bro.
It's not Smash 4 Cloud. Like, what? You have all this range, but it has lag. Oh
yeah,
my
but
God.
the thing they don't know is that it actually is Smash 4 Cloud happening again in Ultimate, and we won't know it until this guy, wherever he is, goes out there and fucking, it's done. It's a wrap, I'm telling you.
It's gonna happen
It's
with.
over.
I hope it happens with Diddy too.
Well, it's up to you, man. You carry the torch. It's up to you. Dakpo's he's playing DDR now. He's not gonna do it. Come on, Twinkle. Twinkle lives in Japan. Look, it's up to you, man. You need to be the one to bring both those characters
you're
into
too
light.
busy playing fucking Xenoblade.
And you should be busy playing it as well. But that is, I will gift you the game. It's another story for another day, guys.
Okay.
Sephiroth, broken character. If you think he's bad,
Press
I don't
side B. Press side B. Press side B if you think he's bad.
Literally the only aside from
triggered.
Mega Man Crash Bomb, but like Mega Man Crash Bomb comparatively to Shadow Flare, it's like the only set play in the game that's
Yeah.
like that powerful. It kills you.
dude, it's so fucked up. Literally, you get one ball
It's
on
over.
them.
It's over.
you win neutral harder than any character in the game, literally.
Yeah.
It'd be super fucked up if he had a shield break move though. Oh wait, he does. Or he can grab you. Like, dude, there's so much shit. And then on top of that, not a lot of people even think about like, okay, set play, shield break. But can he kill you at 0 with shield break? The answer is yes. Like, wait a minute. Like,
Sakurai did it in the fucking trailer. Anyone can do it.
Sakurai did it on his lunch break. It's over, dude. It's over.
Literally, with 2 controllers in his hand.
2 controllers and he's doing it one hand on each controller. Like,
People keep asking about Nairo Sephiroth. I actually didn't watch enough of it, but from what I watched, it was very what I expected. It was what I expected. Just, you know, killing people.
He's going deep
off stage.
The edge guard.
Yeah, bro.
Fair looks so broken. I was just like, Nairo, just be edge guarding with Fair, dude. Like, you can't fight that move off stage. It's so broken.
Because this motherfucker was like, yeah, bro, I've been grinding on Yuzu, low-key. And I was like, bro, we know. He's over here doing ledge clinging with the Fair, doing these, like, side Bs, bro. Who's he been playing with, man?
Cosmos, I think.
Cosmos, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus.
He looked so comfortable off stage and just, like, up B and forward air onto the ledge or onto the stage are 2 really good timing mix-ups for like resetting yourself off stage.
Yeah.
Do you have 1 wing? Do you literally have a 3rd jump? If you miss like the fair poke, it's like, oh, I missed the fair poke. Like, oh, you're going back to ledge. Let me like double jump nair, set up and like back onto stage, reset all my resources. It's like Sephiroth offensively off stage might be one of the best edge guarders like in the entire game, just because of how upbeat. Because when you think of a good edge guarder, this is why tether grabs are super good for edge guarding, which is why Ivysaur, Joker, Byleth, like they can be such threats because you're instantly resetting to the ledge like fast. Like you're doing it fast, you're resetting your resources, and then you go off stage again. It's like Sephiroth meets all those check marks, and he has more options on top of that because it's like, oh, instead of up being the ledge, like what if I'm gonna stagger the timing with a fair poke into the stage and then jump from there or drop off from there. Then you have up B, which is literally like Wolf up B on like super duper steroids with a disjoint.
Yeah.
And not to mention, this character, I will confidently say this is the only character in the game that can plank. Sephiroth can legit plank and you cannot
literally
about it.
It's like a janky, it's not like Meta Knight planking, but it's planking.
It's almost Meta Knight planking. Like Meta Knight planking, like you literally can't
especially with 1 wing, dude.
But with 1 wing,
for real,
mix-ups you have, and like how much threat you have, because ledge drop, double jump fair from ledge is already like good, right? But the whole point of it being good, it's like, okay, usually when someone does a ledge drop, double jump fair, like if I block it, he's fucked, right? But it's like, oh, actually, I have a 3rd jump with 1 wing. Like, let me just like let's drop double jump fair, and then also jump again. Then you have to eat another mix. Like it's fucking crazy.
And because the charged up B hitbox is so crazy that a lot of the time you can afford to do it and grab the ledge without invincibility, and they can't do much.
Yeah, bro, real.
That's what really completes it. And I think the most interesting thing from what I saw from Nairo Sephiroth was definitely the use of the forward air wall cling. I was like, damn, this makes a lot of sense and it's really clean. A lot of the time, it doesn't result in anything necessarily because of the fair wall cling. It's just the pressure and the presence. It's not like you do this and all of a sudden, like, the edge guarding is like mind-blowingly broken and like you just die. It's just a nice change of pace that you can do occasionally.
I think you use it really well too, like that.
Yeah, I just think Nairo just like explores with it a lot more. I think what I was exploring with a lot more, like, because the character's still new, is I've been experimenting a lot with 2 framing from on stage.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I should definitely give the forward air wall clinging a shot as well.
Up B shit is broken. What
exactly. Like I've been messing with the up B shit.
I want to see I think that the uncharged up B has a lot of potential for like mix-ups.
Oh so no, good. That's what I've been spamming too.
Yeah, like from diagonally down, forward, like on stage, like man.
It's like a Fox side B with like, you know, like the different.
That's
angles.
what I was.
That actually crosses up. Yeah.
It crosses
my
up
next
too.
statement in my head was like Fox illusion that you can go anywhere with, and then Gavin just said, "I'm like, dude, that's
so weird that
good.
They like blatantly like made it so it can't cross up anymore." Oh yeah, we
Fox
never mentioned why Haz isn't here today. He's not feeling well. I think he just got his like one of his COVID shots, so.
Yeah, the vaccine.
So he's chilling.
Usually after, I just got both of mine, but yeah, after, usually it's the second one that'll mess you up, but it depends on like person to person, but like usually after you get the shot within 24, like the next 24 hours, it can be pretty rough. Like people will get headaches or.
He got her first one like a couple days ago, so.
Some people would feel fine too. It just
Progress
depends.
is happening. Progress is happening.
Yep.
For real. I wonder if like when locals start coming back and stuff, if you're gonna need like sort of a certificate, or not certificate, but like some confirmation that you got the shots.
I mean,
Right?
that would make sense.
Or if you're gonna just let people just like go in.
I think
Take their word for
airport
it.
procedure. Like for the airport procedure, you either come in with like a test that says like, oh, I got tested like X amount of days, like within this date, right? And then you have that for your flight, or you can not be in that line and just have like, oh, there's like a vaccinated line kind of deal, and you just show your vaccination card and you're good. So I think that's like how the airport's doing it right now. So I would assume like everything else would, like any public events and stuff like that, would follow suit with like
I
that
mean,
kind of protocol.
Makes sense.
Bro, like what are we looking at here? End of summer? Fall?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm
people
thinking, fall.
are making really good progress. Like
Yeah.
I think invitational events definitely happening around summertime. That's what I'm thinking. Like in terms of
Yeah.
timeline,
Yeah.
like very controlled invitational events. Summertime, we're gonna start having those, and then I think maybe public events around fall. That's like full blown, like just regular Smash majors.
Smash
So,
World Tour at a good time for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, really good timing.
If only they waited a little longer, made it offline, but it is what it is. It is
That-
what it is.
yeah. I guess they just wanted like some kind of hype to like build up now. I guess.
mean, I guess someone has to like, get the ball rolling too.
Exactly.
Kind
So,
of just be bold and like start it
I
up.
think from the cards they were dealt, they were like doing a great job. I think
Great way
been
to
really,
put that.
it's been really entertaining so far too.
Mhm.
So many like great players. Dude, fucking me Gunner.
Dude,
you
that
see-
Gunner.
Did you see that shit, Aaron?
Crazy.
Was that this morning?
No, like this was like the
Weeks ago?
A couple
Yeah,
weeks ago.
a couple weeks ago.
That was the Central America.
Oh, Capitancito, that guy?
Yeah,
Every
they
time.
won over Shiny Mark's Pikachu in grand finals. I think.
Really?
Like, dude,
wow.
I think it was a 6-0 in the 2 sets they played.
Yeah, that gunner was nice.
Dude,
He's nasty.
I'm about to main that character. That character looks broken as shit.
Oh
It's
no, best zoner in the game for sure. For sure.
Wait,
I think so.
Why did he say that so confidently? What do you mean?
I've played against. Bro, come on.
I've seen
Me
some
Gunner
videos.
is definitely. You two. I mean, guys, what do we think?
Do we mean like solo zoner? Like, cause Pacman, like,
I think he's a better zoner than Pacman, but I think Pacman is a better character.
I think Pacman is a
Okay,
better
fair.
character than Rob.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, in terms of like zoning.
Like literally, like doing zoning, running away, not interacting with your opponent. Me Gunner has literally, you can make everything auto cancel, every
Yeah.
projectile, and they linger. Auto canceling, lingering projectiles, plus like all this random frame data, like up
Yeah.
tilt is like frame 6 or something.
Yeah, and it
like
kills you at like 110 or
yeah,
something.
exactly. Like
120
Dude.
maybe.
Gunner is like he's just super unexplored. That's why
Yeah.
people don't really immediately agree.
It,
But like
it honestly looks fun too. It looks fun.
it does look fun, like the forward air.
Yeah, that shit.
Going back, like dude, yeah.
You know what's
Doing that,
crazy?
yeah.
I got nerfed in Smash 4. That momentum was farther. It was.
I
Yeah.
remember.
farther.
I
But it's,
remember
it's
that.
just in Smash.
But
4.
his other shit was not as good in 4.
Exactly.
You know
Like
who-
a lot
Oh,
of the things are like more refined.
One of my hot takes is I actually think Pac-Man is better than Rob on the tier list.
I agree.
Yeah, so I think that makes sense just because he has more options. Like
They're
Rob
close,
falls into
yeah.
a very linear play style, but Pac-Man can play any way he wants.
Yeah.
I think also a big lack with Rob is that he doesn't have a good safe multi-hit aerial that you can use a lot. Like he has up air, but you kind of have to specifically do that. Whereas Pac-Man has like that down air that you can again auto cancel. He has all these different like ways to safely apply pressure. Where Rob is like down tilt if I get close enough, nair, which is really easy to deal with if you have a
Yeah.
brain.
Pac-Man's
Um,
there is like frame 3 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Frame 5
Pac-Man
forward
will
air.
just beat your ass before even setting up a fucking hydrant. Like
Yeah.
that's just the
more
first part of the
well-rounded.
boss fight.
And Pac-Man's rap is OD. That shit lingers for like 30 frames.
Dude.
It's actually pretty fucking good.
And the
It's insane.
FAF
Very
is good.
Yeah, the FAF is good.
Tethers
It's
are
great
good
for
in
spot
Ultimate.
dodge.
That's something I noticed very quickly with Ultimate is that tethers are the best they've ever been by far.
Oh my
A lot of
god.
the time, I would prefer to have a tether to a normal grab sometimes too.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Even
How
on
many
recovery
times-
too, yeah.
That last tournament, how many times did you see T do normal get up into buffer grab?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like it's just that good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. And then Pac-Man also, I just feel like damage output wise, just beats Rob, right? Like you have Gallica, you can Pac-Man's one of those few characters where you don't need to mask like what you're gonna go for because it doesn't fucking matter. Like you're at low percent, I have Galaga. It doesn't matter if you know I have Galaga or Galaxian or what. That's what
I think it's a little better. I think R.O.B definitely kind of just can sometimes fall into these spots where you're only getting 2-3 piece combos, where Pacman can get a bigger combo a lot more often. But R.O.B also has the potential to, like, if he gets a Nair at 30 and like it sends you on a platform, you're gonna be at 80 or die.
Yeah, he has like those specific windows where he can kill you, right? But like certain conditions have to be met. Like top needs to be in hand. He needs to do like a Z drop.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like certain conditions have to be met. But like if those conditions are met, like 0 to death or 30 to death, right? So,
I mean, I just think R.O.B is so fucked. Like,
I'm very surprised R.O.B has not gotten nerfed. R.O.B is one of the
just
I'm like,
for the
I'm
principle,
very surprised.
For the principle of like what a lot of people view as deserving of a nerf, he's definitely been number 1 on the list for a long time.
I agree.
Just
think
for the
based
principle
on
of like
side
what's possible, it's just like crazy that he hasn't gotten changed.
I think a really cool nerf for R.O.B that Nintendo won't do because they're stupid and don't care about us is that when you shield gyro, you should not be able to instantly shoot another one. There should be a cooldown of like 5 seconds or something.
That just sounds like something. If you told me that was in the game, I'd believe you.
That would make more sense. Like it should be like a meter visually on him or something.
The thing is, too, they've done this with other moves. Wario Bike does not come back instantly, right? Like they've done this historically with other moves, so why not with Top? I feel like R.O.B Top is like one of the moves that one of the few only moves that kind of got away with that, right?
Yeah, for sure. And Banana. I think Banana also should work that way, but that's...
Yeah, like the cooldown on it, right.
In my opinion, I think it's a little messed up.
It is. I think another thing, just like, I feel like from top level to low level, every player thinks it's a little too ridiculous to pick up gyro too. It's just insane.
Yeah, it is very.
It feels like an unintended bug or something.
Like the hitbox on it passively
is
enormous. It's humongous. It's crazy how difficult. I've seen top level players fuck up grabbing the top and they say fuck it and they just dash back and they're like, you got it, bro.
It gets to a point sometimes where you have to like suffer like a laggier option to pick it up, like doing an aerial on it or a dash attack.
Just to not risk getting hit by it.
Running up and you gotta walk up to it because if you run, you'll get put in that window where you can't shield, and then you'll be like too close and you'll bump into it. Then it'll push you back too far, and you like go and grab it, and you're playing this like fucking game, and like R.O.B is like coming towards you. It's fucked up. Yeah.
It feels just really unintended. A lot of R.O.B stuff. But,
and then if you run up and shield it anyway, it doesn't matter because he gets to shoot it out again, right?
Those two things, if they were changed, would go so perfectly hand in hand with each other.
And then also, side B should literally send you nowhere, but that's just my thing.
Yeah.
You should not.
I don't mind it being a kill move,
I feel like
but
the move is just terribly designed. It needs to be something else.
It should not be killing me at like 30-40. Like that.
It's messed up.
It's like a terrible reflect, and then it also is like a kill move at 0, so it's like, there's no way you guys thought this was what was going to happen. Like, it should just be a different move altogether, but like, obviously that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't mind killing it like being a kill move, like maybe even 80% by the edge, like something like that. Like, I don't mind it being like a kill move, but not like a cheese move.
Well,
not
the thing
like,
is, it's one of those weird moves where it kills you at 0 off stage, but it won't kill you at 80 at the edge.
Yeah, it won't even come close.
Yeah, so take away the base knockback and then increase
knockback growth.
If anything, it's actually probably an easy fix if it's just the base knockback.
I mean, that's why it's so cheesy and buggy.
That's why we're so surprised it hasn't been changed. Yeah.
Well, and another thing too, it's like even when you do the move, it launches you forward. You drag them closer to the bastion. The base knockback being higher. I think these are all things that they didn't think about, but like they just made it part of the move, and that's why it kills you. And then I also don't think that they think about Z-drop recatch aerial. I just don't think they understand the concept of that.
Bro, if you show Sakurai a clip of someone doing that, he'll probably lose his fucking mind. Like, I guarantee you he has no idea that exists.
He'll just call it like cringe or something and nerf it.
Yeah, literally. He'd be like, this is an unintended bug. And then Diddy Kong goes down 15 fucking spots on the tier list. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I think Diddy Kong gives R.O.B a hard time, huh?
It's just crazy because they hit the Luigi 0 to death, but not the R.O.B one, right? So it's like, did they miss the other Smash video? Like, whose job was this? Like keeping these 0 to deaths in check. It's very interesting how Nintendo goes forward with like these buffs, these nerfs.
And, changing fluffy angles and fucking increasing weight to child link or whatever.
Increasing the love on the move.
Yeah, the love and the top deadly trick. It's like, bro, what are you guys doing over there, man? We don't even. Disturbing.
I was gonna mention, I think Diddy Kong gives Rob a hard time, huh? I guess those are.
Oh my god.
Those are two characters you are proficient with, so.
Diddy Kong versus R.O.B is probably the most one-sided top-tier matchup in the game. It's so unwinnable because forward air works like Smash 4, where you can just auto-cancel fair into someone, so he just gets abused, and then that puts him in a tumble at like 35, so he gets tech chased. You can do jumping in banana into literally anything you want, parry into anything. He dies to all your combos, like down tilt, up smash will never not connect because he's so fat. Yeah. God, it's so fucked up. But the thing is, R.O.B can win because it's R.O.B.
Yeah, that's the hardest. That's always
the weird
something I
thing
make
about
sure to tell.
Yeah.
I'm always telling
that's
my
what keeps
viewers,
him in check.
I'm always telling my viewers, like, they're always like, you play against R.O.B so much, like, there's no way you'll ever lose to R.O.B. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah, there's a way, bro.
R.O.B doesn't care about how much experience anyone has. Like,
yeah, literally, bro.
And it's not even like I'm playing against R.O.B specifically for this reason. R.O.B is just really fucking popular. Like, and I wouldn't be surprised if I lost to a R.O.B tournament at any tournament, because R.O.B will fucking bullshit you. Like, it doesn't matter like how much experience you have, but playing a matchup like as comfortable as Diddy or Wario versus R.O.B, it makes it a lot easier.
For sure, for sure.
Wario too. Even after the nerfs, Wario probably still destroys R.O.B.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the waft changes probably doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
because he's so easier to combo, right?
You can move around him so easily. You can force him to do what you want.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm glad I'm glad my R.O.B is at like a good point now, because I've been working on him for like the entirety of quarantine.
That's me with Diddy. Diddy's like my quarantine character.
Sonic's with R.O.B.
Yeah, I beat I've actually been doing really good online with R.O.B. I beat like a lot of good players.
Nice.
So hopefully I can transition that into offline. I wanted to use him and Diddy as like a co-main.
I think Diddy is a very hard character to solo main.
Which is literally impossible.
It's like
literally.
a gamble. Like
it's a death sentence.
Yeah.
You need specific characters.
You might win a bracket one time because you get all the good matchups, but another bracket might just be like a bunch of weird matchups that Diddy struggles with.
I forgot. I remember the retire the R.O.B thing. That's the Sonics clip.
Oh.
I forgot.
Sonics, man. Let's talk about that. No, but yeah, fucking Diddy's solo main is literally just, and that's not even me being biased. Like, he's just so bad.
It's just very clearly like some terrible matchups.
It's just gamble. It's literally just gambling.
Yeah.
I don't want to gamble.
Some of them are easier than others, but some of them are so bad.
I think Diddy is the best counterpick character in the game because he wins against almost every top tier.
Yeah.
Like, really hard. Like, he shits on Joker. He shits on Palutena. Like, it's not like an easy, or it's not like a small win.
Yeah.
You know, shits on R.O.B.
I think some of the hard top tier ones are like Wolf.
Yeah. That matchup sucks for Diddy.
I think that matchup's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Pacman.
Yeah, Wolf Pacman for sure. Pikachu,
know.
I don't like it.
There's other ones that I'm concerned about, but I'd like to play it. Maybe I could ask you, what do you think of things like Fox, Mario? Those are like close calls, especially from Smash 4 perspective.
I've historically always thought Diddy does really insanely good versus Mario.
I could see it in this game too.
Yeah, back in Smash 4 too. Like, I was playing. Can I just name drop them? Other people. Yeah. I was playing like Ally a lot, and I would like do really good versus him, and then like I don't know. I feel like I've always been like very specifically good at that matchup.
Okay.
As opposed to other Diddies. Like, even in this game, like, you just outspace him. So if you learn how to play that specifically, like, it's just free.
I feel like Fox is a weird one. I'm not really sure. I'd like to play it.
It's always been like even, yeah. Like Fox, Fox is literally like worse Wolf in a lot of ways. Like, whereas like they can both oppress you, but it's like not as hard. They can both camp you, but like Fox is like not as hard.
Yeah.
And then like the disadvantage, I think it's actually way easier to like edge guard Fox and Wolf.
Yeah.
You don't have to be as precise. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, like those two matchups, I think they're good.
I think Wolf is probably the worst top tier one then.
For Diddy?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say it's Pikachu, but I haven't.
I'm crazy
I don't know
when it comes to that matchup. I think that matchup is good.
I think that's just your specific like character that you just shit on. But I also haven't played against Esam a lot, and I want to play against him more actually. We're actually probably gonna play like when we're both vaccinated because we both live in Orlando, which is cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
That'd be super good content.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I think I've definitely cracked down on the Pikachu matchup over quarantine and stuff.
Yeah, maybe I need to try it more. But yeah, Diddy. Yeah.
I would rather do it with Diddy than Sephiroth for sure.
That just makes sense to me because
Yeah.
like your kill conditions are just way more consistent with Diddy.
Yeah. With Sephiroth, there's like a lot of things you can do in neutral, but there's a lot of things that are off the table. Like it's just a classic case of like that Pikachu does all the time, like where you just work way too hard and they don't.
Someone said is Snake bad for Diddy? I think Snake is really good matchup for Diddy.
That one, I'm not sure. I've never thought it was really good for Diddy, but I definitely wouldn't call it bad either.
I think it's a solid winning matchup because
I'm doing Sephiroth 100%, so I haven't put much.
Yeah, that's
thought into
fine.
it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Jumping banana is why you win that matchup. And that's like something about your Diddy that I really want to see you explore more is like short hop in banana into literally anything you want. Into like, but you can even do.
I feel like there's
like,
situations where I do it, but maybe not just straight up in neutral.
Yeah, that's where it's broken. Like you can do short hop banana into somebody and then like right next to them and then like neutral air dodge, cross up behind them, like turn around grab. You can do so much shit and then the banana will like trip them and stuff. Jump in fair, jump in side B. Yeah. So that's really good against Snake because you sit in neutral with him and then as soon as he jumps to a platform, you just throw banana at him and then you side B him and then you command grab him and then he's off the platform because easy. And it's just so easy to condition
that aspect of controlling platforms is something you're extremely strong at with Diddy as well.
No, I think that's just my strength as a player is like controlling platforms.
Yeah, you just don't let people do stuff for free when it comes to like getting on a platform and whatnot.
Yeah, and again, I think I tunnel vision on that a lot.
I've seen you like call people out before they even do the jump, and then you just kill them. Like that's just something I've noticed from your Diddy a lot that I definitely tried to do as well.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to start implementing that more. I think.
I agree.
Yeah. It's like what do you call that? Just kind of understanding the respect that they're giving banana, right? It's like, you have banana. I don't want to be on the stage. I'm gonna try to migrate to the platform and work this area. But Aaron's probably just like really strong at that, just because he's been playing Diddy for so many different games, right? So it's like understanding just like the general aspect and how your opponent feels emotionally against the banana and like what they want to do to try and avoid and like weaken the strength of banana and just like being able to apply that is so strong.
Just letting your opponent know that you're not afraid to like let them know like I'll just throw the banana at you even if you're on the platform. Like I won't just sit here and wait.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, do you stream? You do, right?
I was streaming and then the internet was so bad here and I don't know how you guys
the way you phrase stuff is so amazing.
Yeah.
Like I resonate so well with everything you're phrasing. So. You have you seen Ramsey's like his content?
I've watched.
I think I would love to see you just stream like VOD review like all the time. That'd be sick.
I've been so for me, I started streaming, then I didn't really like it because I just didn't like playing Wi-Fi, and then I started doing like Smash University stuff and like educational content, and that stuff I really really enjoy, like to the point where I just feel like I'm fully committed to that, and I just want to do that. Even to the point where like I stopped doing commission coaching because I was so busy because with educational content to that level, it just takes so much time, right? You got to write the script, and then you voice it. Then you have to like write out a visual script, so it's like, okay, this is what the viewer is listening to, like this is what they're hearing. Now what are they going to be seeing? Then you have to stage all of those.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of work. Just guides in general is a lot of work, but I feel like it's what I'm truly passionate about because I do like doing individual coaching, but just making educational content that is consumable for everyone, right? And trying to hit that level of play where it's like I want to be able to teach lower level and mid-level players like the base concept of stuff, but also make video content on option selects and higher level stuff, right? And get into like
your favorite stuff to really dive into has always been like top level stuff. So
right. So just having like a balance of that, and I feel like Smash University definitely given me that. So, and it's like with a team of people too, right? So it's like me, Bam, and Pause, and so it's like me and Bam like fleshing out a lot of the content, and then pause doing all the high level like editing, which is like it just looks so good.
Yeah.
So I definitely really have been enjoying the Smash University content grind, and like so far it's been going really good, and a lot of people have been enjoying the content. So I'm just really glad, because it does take a lot of work, but you know, it's definitely worth it if a lot of people are enjoying it.
Yeah, I would love to see some of that, especially the top level stuff.
I think it makes a lot of sense that you're finding this sweet spot of like implementing like every type of play to your content. I think that's a really nice way to phrase it and look at it. It's really hard to like cater like top level ideas to like, because like there's not many top players out there in the first place. Like that's a small audience you're like catering towards, but you're doing it in a way where like anyone could like get into it. So I think that's actually like really fucking sick. Like that's something I would like to see, because that's the type of Smash stuff I like talking about too.
Yeah, even the macro of the videos, it's really interesting, because the first dashing video we didn't have like top level explanations, but through the this is something I do religiously, as I look at all the comments for Smash University and like try to get as much feedback as possible. And a lot of people were like, man, we like the dashing video, but we would love to like see breakdowns of top level dashing and like why they did specific things and stuff like that, right? To kind of bring the viewer to that level of understanding. So the last video we did was a corner video. I explained all the corner stuff, and at the end I was like, okay, I'm gonna throw in some like top level shit, right? So there's a corner situation. I think Gavin plays corner out really well, particularly, and he knows how to do like the ledge trap. He knows how to do the ledge trap where it's like, I'm gonna stay here and like I'm just so good at corner, I'm gonna let you normal get up, and I won't punish that because I'm by roll, but I'm gonna play the corner out so well. So I actually do a breakdown of you versus layout Frostbite where you did this quarter sequence for like over 30 to 40 seconds, and it's like I broke down exactly like why you made every single decision. It's like, okay, so this fast fall here, like hit this falling down was actually a pump fake. He jumps back, he sees the roll, punishes, boom boom. And so I did that, and then I did another example of T doing a corner pressure from the recent Japanese offline tournament, and like even explaining like, okay, so he went here shielded, he sees this, he reacted to this out of shield with jump fade back, does this, blah blah blah, right? And breaking down that, and a lot of people actually really liked it. So it's like a really cool mix of like, okay, here's like the baseline stuff, boom 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 boom. Now with all this information I taught you, this here is a top situation, right? Now apply all the stuff I taught you before and explained to you before, and this is why these top players are doing.
You're making it easy for people to digest that info. Yeah,
I think you're also making it easy for people to come up with their own variations of things. Like they know why it makes sense, but you're also giving them the chance to do it themselves and like find a unique way to view the game.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's
Like
really
here's
hard.
in the toolbox.
I think that's really hard to teach someone. Like one of the easiest things you can do when teaching someone like any form of competition or sport is like tell them what's right and wrong. Like this is bad, this is good, do this.
And why.
But what you're doing is a lot more effort. It's a lot harder to do because a lot of people, they're so used to like the coaching I talked about before where they're probably going to come to you and be like, tell me what's right and wrong, because they think that's how competition or sports or like learning works. So sometimes you have to go through that process of teaching them why that mindset isn't healthy, and then you get into like the actual coaching. So like I just really appreciate content like that because it's not easy to do. Like you said, it's exhausting. So you have to dedicate more time than you even expected to it.
Yeah, writing those scripts can be like insane, and you know there's some moments where like I'll be ranting about something and then someone would be, oh man, that'll be good content, but it's like it's so hard to like pinpoint that. But when you like write out a script and stuff, it feels way more controlled. And I was even thinking like later on if people really like that top level analysis stuff, because that's my favorite thing to do. Because like there was even one time Void was watching a stream, right, and then I was standing behind him and he was actually analyzing you versus Meme at Genesis, and like there's a situation coming up and I was like, oh yeah, Tweek wins this game with a reversal waft on the left side of the stage after Meme wins this neutral exchange with back air, and then like it didn't even happen, right, and then it happened, and then everything I said happened, right? And Void was like, wow, you actually watched it that much time? I was like, yeah, I've studied this VOD a lot. Because like, you know, Tweek
sucks for Wario really bad.
Yes,
does it?
Yeah, and it was just funny because I just like, he was just like, wow. And I was like, yeah, I've studied this a lot. And it's like, for me, that's where my passion lies. So it would be really cool to even do like top level, and that's something we are planning on doing, is like more top level breakdown and stuff. But I also want to have video content. Like say if I do a series of like, okay, I'm gonna break down a bunch of top level corner situations, but I do want to have that baseline video of like, okay, before I start this, you can watch this video if you want more understanding of corner, and then boom, get into the video kind of deal, right? Just to always give that viewer the resources of like, oh, I'm not at this like maybe plane of understanding to like really digest this video, but you've already given me another video where I can watch, you know, understand it, and then come back and watch this video and like really get engaged into it. Because at the end of the day, Smash is so fucking sick, and like really the only thing I want to do is to let the world know how sick Smash is, right? Because the more you know about something, at least for me, like my POV, the more I know or understand something, when I watch it, it just makes it even more hype, right? Like,
Yeah, I think you definitely have the formula set there.
Yeah.
For sure.
I guess
So-
we're probably gonna wrap it up soon. So I wanna ask Aaron, do you have anything you'd like to talk about before we head out? Do you have anything you'd like to say?
I actually do. Selfishly, I'm just curious. On Pink, I like to keep up with people's like plans and like, you know, like see what people are up to. So I'm just wondering, like Pink, like what's the next step? Like what's the next year looking like for you? You know, I've always been a fan of your gameplay and stuff. You know, ever since I started with PM with Lucas back in the day. Anybody remember that? Anybody remember
The
Lucas?
spotlight is on Marcus right now.
Always been a fan. So I just want to know what's next. What's the next year for Pink?
Why is it always Lucas?
Because that's my boy.
even there with Lucas, man.
Down there. Woo. I don't know. I'm not sure. Some part of me wants to stream. Some part of me wants to make YouTube content, and I try to when I have the time to. But also, I'm older. I'm married.
Yeah.
I have responsibilities.
Life's hitting.
Yeah, and I can't like progress in life if I drop like my job, for example, to stream, right? Or if like I drop my job for a YouTube career, which could be successful, and I believe that I have the ability to be successful if I were to go for it. But also like the position that I'm currently in, I can't.
The risk reward just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel correct, even though I think there's a more potential reward. The risk is still way too heavy, and it's just not some stress that I would like want to put my wife through and like all that. So
Right. It's a lack of time then, really?
Yeah, sure. Because I can't. I mean, I could. No, I can't.
I feel
I
like
could like drop a couple days at work, maybe, but.
Well, even then, that's like holding so much there, right? Like,
I feel like you ventured into like so many different topics, or like not topics. You ventured into so many different avenues of Smash, but maybe you don't have time to like really crack down and focus on one. I feel like you've done a bit of everything: competing, coaching, streaming. You know, you've done so much.
I enjoy like kind of content similar to what Charles is doing, but I enjoy the top level stuff for myself, but I enjoy explaining it to lower level players a lot more.
Yeah.
Like I don't enjoy like talking to other. I mean, I do enjoy talking to top level players about top level stuff, but like I enjoy the fact that I've been in the community so long and I have so much experience and I've seen so much, and players. So like if somebody from like my local scene or something comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, like, what do you think about this?" I give them a full out explanation because I feel like they deserve to have, I guess, someone to help them, because I didn't really have that when I was coming up in my local scene, and I know how hard it can be trying to figure things out on your own. I mean, I had a few people that I could kind of talk to here and there, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I will continue to make content every now and then, like whenever I can, whenever I have enough time.
Yeah.
I still practice a ton. I play all the time. I don't play all the time, but when on my time off, I've always been, unfortunately, a competitor first, which sucks.
Yeah.
At this point, it sucks. But I still practice a lot. So maybe I could trade my practice for content, but it just feels so.
I'm thinking maybe YouTube would be the best fit for you, right? Because
That's what I
you
was
can
gonna say,
you can work on that in, you know, little time periods, like a little bit a day, you know, and then make
I think that's what
infrequent
he's been
but quality
thinking, too.
uploads.
Yeah, because I spoke to Gavin about it one day, and I was like, I don't think I'm like a streamer, and I also don't think I really have like the streamer personality, you know what I mean? Where like you're all like energetic and hype or whatever, and like
I don't think you have to have that, but yeah.
Stream, yeah, not every stream has that to be successful, but time wise, it just feels better for me to work more on like YouTube content.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I did just release like a video a week ago, but again, I'm the only person that works on it, so I have to do all my own editing. I have to write my own script. I have to record my own content. Like that, I don't have anybody to do that for me. And again, like paying someone to do that for me is counterintuitive to like my goals.
Yeah.
Outside of Smash, like my family goals. You know what I mean? So it's tough. It's tough.
I do think like going, because I feel like one of the hard things is like you're doing so much, right? Like you're playing to compete, you're also, you know, streaming, and then you're also doing YouTube. It's like so split. So even I just feel like YouTube in general is, if you have less time, it's better. And that's, even for me, that's one of the reasons why I stopped streaming, because streaming is a very like consistent thing, right? Like, okay, like it's almost like, okay, I want to clock in like X amount of hours a week, and it's very committal. As to where YouTube, it's more like, okay, how much uploads do I want to do a month? Like what fits more for my schedule? You know, even if you start off with only uploading once a month or twice a month, that's like a set schedule for your channel that you can kind of work at your own pace. I feel like for Twitch, that's very hard to do. Right, if you only stream like once a month, it's almost impossible. Right, you got to have like a pretty consistent schedule. So I definitely think YouTube is more of like the avenue in your specific scenario. And it's another reason why I'm kind of gravitating more towards YouTube, because I'm like I'm just so busy doing so much other stuff where it's like it's very hard to like have that consistency, right? Whereas like YouTube, it's like, I was busy today, but I'm gonna like knock out some editing, and it's 3 a.m. and I got
bro,
like a couple hours in my hand, right? Like boom, bang out.
Can't just go live at 3 a.m. for an hour. That's like so bad. I mean, we saw Cosmos make a full transition from full-time streaming to full-time YouTube, and he's been killing it on that platform, right? And he doesn't have to, you know, work at such rigid times. Like that's always the thing that I dislike about streaming, is I hate like having to do something. You know, being your own boss is a blessing and a curse, man. Like yeah.
I think something valuable when it comes to Marcus is he's been a top player. He's done a bit of everything to the point where he has so much valuable information, experience that not many people have, right? Like,
yes, I agree.
He can explain the top level concept. He can perform the top level concept. He can look at a top player doing this concept. He knows this top player. He can explain the human side of everything. He can explain why they do it, how they view the game. He has a bit of everything to an exceptional degree. So it's very valuable, you know what I mean?
I agree.
So making the most of it is definitely a great idea.
Yeah. And even like, I don't know, I just think, I think you're definitely underselling yourself in terms of like, you know what I mean? I don't know, Marcus. I feel like you could definitely do YouTube, and even if like after the podcast, if you want to like get into a call, because like even optimizing in terms of like YouTube meta, it's like anytime you think of a video idea, it's all about like, okay, how much manpower does this take, right? And even when I talk to Gavin or Void about their YouTube content, right? Like you always want it to be, especially if you're a consistent streamer, it's like, okay, how do I like copy paste my content from Twitch to YouTube? Like how do I make that as easy as possible for my editors so it takes less time? Or if you're your own editor, how much effort does it take editing wise, right? Like that's why I think ranting videos are like broken, as long as you know what you're visually going to show to your audience, right? Even for Void, when he did the video that was like the video concept of the Tweek, right? It's like, I noticed Gavin likes to do very specific things in specific situations. I was like, okay, perfect. So start up your stream, have like those specific scenarios ready on like a Google tab, right? On a Chrome tab, and then just go for it. Like, and have like the Twitch chat is another great thing to have, like, you know, as on for a YouTube video, right? Like people just say funny shit, lol, whatever, right?
I haven't tried that yet, like having it on the screen.
Like, just be like, okay, guys, I'm gonna start a YouTube video. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Blah blah blah. This is the Tweek. You know, he likes to do this shit on the platform. Check this out. And like, you already have everything visually, right? So what realistically, what does your editor do? they just chop, boom. That's like boom, YouTube video, easy clap, like almost no editing. All you have to do is like think of the idea, and because like realistically, Marcus, like even in terms of coaching, I respect your opinion a lot. I love talking to you about the game. I've learned so much about Smash from you, so you know a lot about the game. Like you could literally make like a ledge trapping video. Like you can make a video on almost any aspect, right? And you could literally like, oh wow, I'm gonna talk about ledge trapping. Let me like let me watch some top level Smash. Yep, that ledge trap was good. Timestamp that. Boom, timestamp that. Bang. All right, cool. 10 ledge traps. I'm gonna break them all down, and I'm gonna like say why they're good, why they're bad, or even just like kind of for this ledge trap, I'm gonna explain like why this particular aspect of ledge trapping is good. Next one. Boom, that's a YouTube video. And you
It's
just
easy content, yeah.
Through all of them, you talk about Smash. You're already fucking really good at that. You're good at talking about Smash and teaching people. You know what I mean? Because of all that experience and stuff like that. So, and I think, like I said, for you focusing on YouTube and making it as least time consumable as possible for your particular situation is what would be good, right? Because it's like, oh, you know, you're busy with full-time work schedule and stuff. Okay, let me try to find like content that I can maybe do maybe weekly or bi-weekly, but it's just very less work intensive in terms of like video editing, because that's where the main bulk of the work is for YouTube, right? Is the video editing. And then other than that, the ideas and the thumbnails and all that stuff, they don't take much work. They just take more like, oh, if you're at work, and this is something I used to do a lot too when I was like working construction and doing Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate at the same time, or doing my other jobs. It's like at my jobs, I'd be thinking about YouTube content and all that other stuff, right? Especially if I'm like, you know, if I'm doing something mundane for construction, I'm like sanding something down. I'm like, oh, well, this doesn't take much mental effort to do. I'm just sanding up. Like, what am I gonna do for the next video or whatever, right? What's the next video for voice channel or whatever, like stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, after the podcast or whatever, if you ever want to get into a call about that kind of stuff, like, yeah, I could definitely shoot around ideas and stuff like that.
Good guy, Charles. Helping out his fellow competitors.
The thing about like Smash content, the world of content, the way I always think about it, I always want to elevate as much of the content creators in Smash, because it's not really a competition. You're more so just trying to grow the viewer base of that.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
If you get Smash to the point where it's like the largest thing viewed on YouTube, which is obviously it's very far from that, but like, you know, Smash YouTube, that's probably one of the bigger places for Smash is on YouTube, right? There's a lot more casual audience and stuff like that. Or even get Smash to the point where it's like a very huge game viewed on Twitch, like consistently kind of deal. Like just growing the viewer base of your game is more important than like trying to hold back information from your like competitors, right? At the end of the day, like everyone's like a team trying to build up the base viewership of your game. That's how I view it, at least.
Well, we're probably actually gonna spend a couple hours. That went by pretty fast.
Yeah, for real.
Thanks,
probably
Sarah.
gonna
You're
wrap
great.
things up.
Yeah.
This episode was very unexpected. Honestly, not surprised it was as all over the place as it was, because Aaron is like definitely one of the most entertaining people to hang out with.
I
The topic was
appreciate
really
that.
interesting. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
man.
Wait, what
That
were the
was-
topics? What are we talking
There were
about?
I
no
don't even
fucking
know. They were
topics.
fun as fuck to talk about.
We talked about
my
stuff,
chips and my Pokemon cards.
dude. That's my thing, man. With life, and I try to get people out of their comfort zone, but not in a way that makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like I like learning about people. I love learning about people. So when I have the opportunity to talk to you guys, like, I want to know about you guys. I don't want to talk about. I mean, I love talking about
I
Smash.
feel like
It's
Aaron
great.
was the host, not even a guest. Like Aaron was the host.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
tried not to do that, but
But it was nice. No, it was nice. You were really good at it.
No, honestly,
I appreciate it.
I'm giving the show to fucking Aaron.
If you will ever let me back, I would love to.
Of course.
I would love to hang out. I mean, it's fun. I hope
Aaron
you guys
Talks
enjoyed it.
episode 1. Just
See,
finished.
and then Void just in the background.
It was actually that was cool.
True, Chocolate, you're right. Aaron Talks. Yeah, I'm still in the idea. If they don't let me back, then
Aaron answers. There you go.
Aaron answer.
Tweek Talks. Aaron answers. Oh my god.
All right, well,
Beautiful.
I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a good day. We upload this to Spotify tomorrow. We do the Twitch one on Saturday. We upload it to Spotify Sunday, and then we put it on YouTube on Monday. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you so much to Aaron.
Thank you.
And Void for always having a cameo every episode.
This is not your moment, Void.
Yeah, come on. This is about Tweek talking. What the heck?
Come on, man.
Okay, peace out, guys.
Infinite stuffed animals.
Peace out.